Yo, it's your boy K9, No Fair Entertainment in the building, tapping in with you guys, man. How you guys feeling this evening? Um, so as you can see the title of the live, man, Iran retaliates, man, strikes back. For I guess it's for every action is a reaction. Now the reason that I like to bring this to you guys is, I am part of a travel community, right? And what up, Shine? He said what they taste like. What up? What up? Um, oh yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What up, Melissa? Salute. Yeah, so I'm a part of a travel community. For some people that don't know or may watch this video or see me for the first time. And so we kind of gotta like with all the stuff that's going on. If you're a content creator and you travel and you blog and you do stuff like that, you know, you kind of gotta be looking at where your travel plans are. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on, and so I'm definitely looking at not only where I plan to travel, where I park my investments. You gotta watch where you park your investments, bro, because this type of stuff don't happen without a ripple effect. And I know as being American, um, a lot of Americans we don't really think about this because a lot of times we don't have stuff happening on American soil. I mean we have had stuff 9/11, Pearl Harbor, but those would be like so few and far and in between that we kind of have the luxury of not, you know, experiencing that. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, with all this stuff's going on, imagine you say, you know what, I'm gonna take me a trip. I'm going to Dubai. And if you would have stayed in Dubai at a Pacific luxury hotel, man, they have sent a ballistic missile and blew the hotel up. A luxury hotel hit in Dubai, in the Middle East, in the Gulf nations. You know, so now the Gulf nations have came and said before this happened, the U.S. will not be able to use our bases, will not be able to use our airspace, right? They won't be able to use our airspace or our bases, trying to distance themselves. But it didn't really work because they still, you know, found themselves in line with Iran. And since Iran's like, I can't probably reach the United States directly, no. You guys are friends. They have military stuff stored on your country, right? And you guys are buddies. And you don't get to say we're not buddies now. It's always like I get the person close to you, and it's sad because we hear about what's going on. These be people that's obviously that lose their lives. You know what I mean? That have no control over what's going on in the government and stuff like that, right? So, but yeah, and then you also get a chance to see, it's always like when the times is good. Yeah, man, I got your back, man. They mess with you, they mess with me, right? They see some stuff going down. Hey, look, man, we don't really want to be a part of that, and we don't really got nothing to do with that. So you get to see a whole wide dynamic breakdown, right? Of how people start moving. When the chips is good and everything just on, it's easy to be your friend. I could be your friend. If it becomes a strain and difficult to be your friend, I kind of know him. Like we ain't like that. He cool. I mean, like that. But because as being a dude that travels the country and stuff, I never want to wake up and the last thing I heard was boom. So I'm definitely going to be paying attention to what countries at this current state that I choose to travel to and factor that into my travel plans, right? I mean, you can't be too careful. So that's just where my mind state is. And I'm definitely going to be watching the market. I have a large portion of my money removed out the market. A couple of spots that I wish I wouldn't have removed my money has been booming since this stuff been happening. The semiconductors, TSM, and some other spots like that. I want to get back in. It didn't went up so high. I'm like, dang. I'm gonna be looking for other opportunities, and there's gonna be opportunities. I know it's probably not great to say, because people are losing their lives. Like, oh, you're talking about opportunities, but when bad things happen, it's still always opportunities in good and bad times. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be thinking and do your research and your due diligence and be aware. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, like right now, we just started, and if according, let me get this ready. Let me get this ready. Hold on. All right. Louis Farrakhan weighs into this, and this is some of the stuff he has to say.
Provoke Iran. I would like to say to the President, Mr. President, it would not be a wise move for you, because you're already $23 trillion in debt, and you don't have any money to prosecute a war. America's about to go to war. And when she goes to war, she wants black and brown bodies. Now you're useful. They don't give a doggone about how black lives matter until they want to use black lives to accomplish their wicked ends.
So that is some of what Louis Farrakhan has to say, right, about Donald Trump and the administration and what's going on. And I don't really think Americans realize that we probably are going to be in a war. Price of goods are going to go up. Food is already at an all-time high. The prices are going to go up, though. We've had ships turn around from China. I'm telling you right now, depending on what happens, I don't know how it's all going to play out. I'm no mind reader, but I think like people need to start thinking as things are going to become trying for Americans. I mean, so if you go strike another country, they're gonna retaliate. I mean, if they feel they have enough strength and might to do so, right? Venezuela, not so much. Felt completely outmatched. Found themselves at the U.S. mercy. Iran, a different story. You know what I'm saying? Iran, a different, not so much. They said, hold on. All right. But what do you guys think? She said, thank goodness. Salute. Just simply stay away from the Middle East. I mean, that is a strategy, stay away from the Middle East, but these high oil prices, right? It's going to take a minute for whatever they got going on with Venezuela to take place, to get it back, to rebuild, get pumping the oil out and all that. We're talking about, we're not just talking about just, that's one aspect. You can't run from high prices, your American dollar, the dollar being devalued, not going as far, prices going up. It's hard to get consumer goods. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a lot of changes coming up. The comfort of being American at the core may be shook. I mean, just be honest. I know a lot of dudes just like to think about traveling and women and good food and entertainment. But, man, that's why I always say, man, just because you ignore something and try to act like you don't see it, do not mean you will not be affected by it. You see what I'm saying? Does not mean you will not be affected by it. What up, Nunya? Long time no see. How you been? Uh, I'll be over there checking you out sometime, man. You know, I'll be dropped through. I think you got a great personality and a great YouTube voice. I don't know, you have a really great voice. You know what I mean? I come check you out. Shout out to Nunya. Uh, he says, I'm good. How are you, fam? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling blessed. You know what I'm saying? Um, and so, you know, we just doing a little bit different with the content. Because, you know, I like to cover a lot of different other stuff. Like, I don't really like to be stuck in one box. And I feel like it's a hot topic, man. What's happening around the world and what's going on? You know, I normally do travel content and and do all the party, having fun, and all of that. But you know, there's other things going on besides all of that. Yeah, I think your channel's great. Uh, I think you have the potential to be a very big YouTuber. I mean, I'm just saying, just based upon your voice and how you do stuff and all of that, uh, I think you got a really great voice stuff for YouTube. You can't really buy a great voice. It's either you have one or you don't. She says, I love when you travel and was seeing those tigers and stuff. Fire, bro. Yeah, man. Salute to Teddy, man. He made that happen. So, you know, some of my subscribers, they will you know, support your boy in his adventures. And he definitely funded that, made that happen. Like, yo, go check out the tire park. So if my subscribers want to see something and they support it, I'll definitely do it and, you know, and make those things come to life. So I definitely enjoy the travel. And I can't wait till I take another trip. I will be taking a trip probably to another safer spot. We looking at Dominican Republic. That's definitely gonna happen, and maybe which I kind of was apprehensive about, but a Colombia or Brazil trip. But we'll see. Those are some of the spots that I'm looking at going to. But shout out to Nunya, man. I gotta one day you gotta jump on the panel with me again. We gotta rock out because you only came up one time. I felt it. And that was my first time meeting you. And then I said, let me go check her out. She was cool. And then I kind of seen everything else you had going on. So it was all, you know what I mean? She said, that's amazing. My boss goes to the DR all the time. She's from there. Okay. Yeah, man. The DR, if you stay in New York, it's a great trip because it's only a couple hours flight, 2.5, 3 hours. I don't know. Very short flight, very inexpensive. You stay where I stay in Cali, it's a little more expensive, you know, for the flight, but it's still a good time. They got great weather, great food, and it's just fun when I go out there. If you see my trips, you know, I try to when I go, I'll be really on vacation. I do a little bit of everything, and I try to be amongst the people, really on vacation, really trying to have fun and just try new things with my content, stuff like that. But anyway, it's crazy though. But Nanya, if you want, you could come up and rock out with your bro. You can rock out in the chat. I haven't heard from you in a minute. Now, but what I'm talking about right now is, you know, I'm definitely looking at my travel plans. I'm looking at where I park. Like I said, my investments. I have liquidated a lot of my investments because I don't really know what's going on. Some of them weren't really good liquidations. Like I said, I liquidated my TSM, which is a semiconductor, which we know them semiconductors right now are going to be getting cranked out. And it was a terrible thing to do that, man. But I still got all my money. I ain't lost nothing. I bought a little bit of Bitcoin. I'm looking to purchase some more. I'm wanting the price to go down some more to like around 50,000 a coin. Um, so yeah. What did it say? Jehovah says, K9, you returning to the suit with the Willies? Yeah, man. If that's where the Willies is going, yep, I'm gonna be out there. But I'm going around to the zoo around October for Halloween. I feel like that's one of the great times to go, man, because it's when it's like the most stuff going on. I couldn't make the Super Bowl. I never made a Super Bowl one, but I already know Halloween's always a great time to go. And so that's when I'll be looking forward to making that move. You know what I'm saying? But I want to take a trip before that, like a Colombia trip. So we're working on putting it together. You know what I mean? She says, yeah, definitely have to come up again one day. I ain't even been going live as much, just been busy working and stuff. We can plan something soon. All right, for sure. And look, I'm gonna drop my Instagram if you need to link out with me and like and coordinate it like that. You can. Hold on. However you want to do it. Uh, all right, let me make sure that that's the right situation. Hold on, because I have an Instagram that's like dedicated that I'm working on for my YouTube stuff. Okay, that's it. All right, this is it right here. All right, so yeah, so it's just one of those things that I'm looking and I'm seeing. Like I feel Ryan definitely has who's advising you. K9 TSM is the number one producer semiconductor. Hope you didn't liquidate that entire position. I liquidated the whole entire position because I had made a lot of bread out of that. I had made like $16,000 off that one thing, and I was actually just liquidating it to really for I thought it would go down because all the stuff that's going on, like just and like not even just because the stuff was going on, the market had just been going up. I'm thinking at some point we're gonna catch a bear cycle or the market might do a correction. And I was just gonna wait for it to go down and try to buy back in, do like a swing trade or something. But when I bought back in, it went up crazy. Like I missed out on crazy amounts of money. And another stock that I missed out on was ASML. I had a large portfolio in both of those, and they both went up. Like I sold ASML at like $990 a share. It is now almost $1,500 a share that I missed out on all the gains because it kept going up. I was like, it's gonna go back down. I don't want to buy it, and it just kept going up, and I was just like sick, bro. But I can't count money that I never made. But I went against my own train of thought because I listened to a lot of Warren Buffett, and he talks about the best way to obtain wealth and all of that when you got a great position in the stock is to do nothing. Just leave it alone. The worst thing you could do is be day trading, just like gambling. I said, well, I'm gonna just do a little swing trading, and it just wasn't a very good position. Now, overall, but I do realize this: you can't time the market. I do want to be sitting on some liquid because when, whenever if we hit a recession or things get trying, those are real opportunities exist. And if you try to capture every little gain, you'll be subject to that when the market does swing 50, 60% in the opposite direction. All your money is locked in. Now you can't buy in on the super low, chasing every little, you know what I mean? But I should have kept my TSM and my ASML. I was cool with selling my Apple. I was cool with selling my Uber. I was cool with selling my, what else did I sell? My Amazon. I liquidated my Amazon. The one thing I should have never liquidated though was my ASML and my TSM. That was obviously a mistake. So but I was just in real talk. I'm not perfect, bro. I mean, I made a very good. I made a lot of money though. I mean, to me, that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Well, both of those stop. I could have just made so much more, but it is what it is. She said, "Bet I got you." Okay, cool. Yeah, that's me. Hit me up. Says, who's advising? Okay, I read that one. Yeah, man, I screwed that up, brother. Shout out to Jehovah. The Brooklyn Prophet says you should have stick with the KSM. You mean TSM? Yeah, I blew it. I'm gonna try to get back in. I'm hoping that they go down a little bit, man, so I can buy back in, man. I'm gonna just leave my bread in there for what do you say for all time? Because another thing what made me liquidate TSM, I should have never liquidated my ASML, even if I liquidated TSM. Because for a minute I was thinking with all this stuff that's going on, I know China has been wanting to invade Taiwan, and if that ever happened, that stock would go down tremendously. So even though I felt like that's one of the greatest places I could have my bread, that was always a factor that it was not bulletproof. It wasn't safe because I know China wanted to invade Taiwan. So that was always a concern I had about having my bread in there too. But I still regret selling it though. I still regret selling that. I screwed up, bro. I screwed it up. I added you. Okay, cool. Says, I don't know that what that you're talking about, LOL, but it sounds like making bank, bro. Yeah, good shit. Yeah, so I'm just talking about buying some stocks because I trade stocks on E-Trade, different platforms, Robinhood, all that. So I trade crypto and stocks, but I'm really a long-term holder. So I just buy stocks in really great companies and I'll sit on them for like years. And that strategy has been working wonderful for me. But I do be seeing opportunities like, dang, when it go up so high, it's gonna go down some. And if I did a swing trade right there, I could have capitalized that. I normally don't do it. It so happens I broke my normal habit and tried to do it, and it just kind of backfired. But I didn't lose any money. I just missed out on potential gains, right? Gains that were never mine, really. Right. So it says you should have but you should have, but set it. I think he says set it and forget it, or buy and forget it. Okay, yeah, that's what I normally do, man. Joseph Pondexter, salute, man, salute, brother. Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, I'm here for a good time. Y'all know me. I'm gonna go do my trip. We gonna turn up, but I do like to kick a little game, kicking a little knowledge. Um, and so, like I said, I'm a man of many things. I'm not just one thing or one way. And sometimes I like to talk about get my bread, do my research, and okay. So he said Cam. So he must. So you're not talking about TSM. That may be something else. I'm gonna look at it right now. Let me see if I could do it right now on the line. I'm gonna just type it in, see what they've been traded at. It may. I'm gonna have to look at it through Robinhood because the market's not open. It's to still show me what that's at. Let me see real quick. Put so I'll type that in, and I'm not sure which one you're talking about because I see KAMCF, KAMO. I don't see nothing that just says KAM. So it's a lot of different ones when I type that in that pop up. Like, let me show you. Make sure it's showing. When I type it in, these are like the listings. I don't know which one it is out of those. When you say, to type that in. Um, yeah, but let me try the other thing that you said down here. LRCX. What is that? Now I see this one. All right, LRCX. Let me click that. That is at $233.45 a share right now, and it's getting close. Basically, it's at a lot of these stocks are at 52-week highs right now. Um, as you can see, it's at a like 52-week high. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, when times are good, like now, everyone seems like a brilliant trader. Everyone's making money. But when the market turns into a bear cycle, that's where you see the skill level of being a trader, the stomach level. Not, did you, first of all, were you just gambling and buying speculative and stocks that fluctuate a lot? You know what I mean? Um, were you doing that? Because if you buy stocks when it crashes and it does, and if it's in a great company, you still good. You just buy more. But a lot of people get nervous. They're not gonna buy more, and they're gonna sell at a loss. It happens all the time. I always say the stock market is a way to transfer wealth from the patient to the impatient. Wait, from the impatient to the patient. That's basically what it is. All right, because you don't realize if you look at it like when you buy stocks, you are buying businesses. You got to look at it like I own a portion of this business, not like lotto tickets, stuff like that. That's how you got to look at it. It says, bro, remember, you have to pay capital gains tax also, and now you got to figure out a price to get back in this week. You might want to look at oil stocks, energy stocks, and war stocks. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm looking at all those type of stocks because all those type of stocks are going to be the producer. You've seen what happens when this type of stuff goes up. Gold has skyrocketed, right? Stuff like that when we have these type of times. Will I have to pay capital gains tax? No, but I already did my taxes for that. I didn't owe a lot of bread on it because when I try to do a swing trade, I already had held those stocks for over a year. So the taxes wasn't nothing crazy because um, the taxes wasn't nothing crazy because how do you say? I fall into 10%. It's only really crazy when like this year, um, I did a couple trades where I'll be on the higher percent, but it wasn't of large sums of money either. I tried it because I just tapped my feet in and I sold. I took some out. I probably only made like this year, so after I did my taxes, maybe 2 grand. So it's not a large money that I made that I sold it at in the higher tax bracket. But when I sold those TSM, I already was holding those for years, and I sold them because it was, you know what I mean. I thought I was gonna be able to go get back in, and so I already fell in that 10% tax bracket with that. It wasn't nothing too crazy. All right. In the future, semiconductors will be needed for the future tech. Yeah, because they put semiconductors in everything: your microwave, your refrigerator, your phone, ballistic missiles, planes, jets, any type of electronics, your TV. So yeah, man. I don't know why I showed that, bro. It was just stupid. Don't make me feel bad about it any more worse than I did, man. Let me see if I can go back and look. Yeah, man. What did I? Because it's at TSM is at $374. When I sold TSM, it was like in the twos, two something. It's 374 now. It's kind of almost to the Tesla price. Um, the one that I'm really sick because, like I said, let me look at ASML again. I sold that at 980 or something. It's at right now $1,449 a share. But I already know, like, man, I'm gonna get my game tight. I'm gonna be one of the niggas. And that's why I said I'm trying to be strategic and be patient. But I feel like I'm gonna be sitting on some M's, bro. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I got the right stomach, the right. Every now and then, I might make a foolish decision, but that foolish decision didn't cost me money. It just stopped me from catching some unrealized gains. But you never know how stuff can play out. Stuff can go crazy, and I might can if the market start going down crazy and we in our bear cycle, I look like a genius. I missed those gains, but I got out at a great time in the market to go down, and I can acquire a company at a 60% discount and buy back in, load up. That's what I'm hoping how it turns out. I don't know though. No matter, I see you in the building. Salute. You know what I'm saying? What's good? Who we got? He says, yeah, when people panic, I eat. When people are fearful, be greedy. And when they are greedy, be fearful. That's what I'm saying. I feel like I just wanted to secure some of my cash, bro. And and look for like people to become fearful, and like I'm ready to strike. You gotta have some dry powder. If you don't have no dry powder, you're not in position to strike. So that's where my mindset is thinking. He said, Jay, don't invest in blood stocks. Okay. The Brooklyn Prophet, not sure what you mean. So you scared. You scared? He asked me if I'm scared. No, I'm not scared. I'm just trying to set myself up for what up, Big Euro? I was trying to set myself up for a great buying opportunity. Because I feel like the market has been going up and up and up and up. At some point, in every so many years, we're due for a market correction. So you can't time it correct all the way. And I feel like the market has only been staying up as much as because people have been putting money into like Tesla. Big companies have been putting money into AI. You know what I'm saying? So it's been pumping money into the market, but in a lot of stuff, they're in the AI race. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Says hoping is not good. Wait, hoping is not a good strategy. Yeah. K9 research. I typed that in. I don't. It didn't. Okay, maybe you meant to put lamb instead of cam. Let me look at that. Let me look at that. Yeah, that's not the stock ticker for that. You keep giving me some stuff that's not the stock ticker because look, or unless it's something extra on there. Because when I look, it don't just nothing that just pops up LAM. You know what I'm saying? You got to give me the exact one. I wouldn't know which one it is. I probably could go research it and find out the actual what it's called, the stock sticker for it. You know what I'm saying? The market is going to tank tomorrow for sure. If it does, I'm in a great position. My money is out the market. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. I'm actually hoping the market goes down, like because I do want to be able to. I want it to go down significantly. Does that sound bad? I do, because I wanted to with my money out of it, so I can buy back in a bear cycle, right? All right, is lamb okay? Research it. Okay, I'll research it. There are in semiconductor business. Okay, they're in the semiconductor business. You probably meant KLAC. Okay, that's might what he might have meant then, because he might. You have to put the right stuff in, or it's not going. All right, I'm gonna look at that one. KLAC. What is that? That's probably it, because this ain't no punk. Look, this shit is at over $1,500 a share. You see that? Where's it at? Right there. Boom. Yeah, man. It says uh yeah, Nike stock is bro. If you got money in Nike, you better get your bread out, because I see they have a dying business model. They moved all they underestimated the power of like having their good shoes in the Nike store, and now they try to go put all their stuff online. And people like going into the store looking at it. And also, all they keep doing is releasing retro shoes. They're not staying innovative. They're not creating new looks. And it's like, man, the Nike, I wouldn't want my money in Nike. Even though the swoosh is recognized all over the world, I think they got a dying business model. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Never buy a 52-week high. Never. He says, yo, K9, you know what we miss in the memory RAM makers like SanDisk, Western Digital. SanDisk. I'm not. He says his alone is up 1,000%. Is that right? So some of you guys be up on that stock stuff. A lot of people don't find making money, investing money, flipping money, and they don't find that entertaining. But I like doing some of these shows too. Nomadic, what's good? Salute. I see you got you a new what do you call that? A new I forgot what you call that, but the new emblem or whatever. I see you, man. Shout out to Nomad. It's buying opportunities upon us. Buy the dip. Everything will be fine. KLAC up 25% already this year. I'm looking to buy the dip, brother. I have liquidated. See, this thing is the bad thing is when you kind of talk about stocks and making bread and all of that. A lot of dudes, they don't want to support you as a YouTuber. They're like, oh man, I gotta come doing what I'm down on bended knees. I don't have money for this. I don't have money for that. Or they don't want to support you, bro. But I don't really care about that. To me, I think that's low hanging fruit. I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna play broke. I'm gonna network with those that's getting the bag. You know what I'm saying? And shit, if people don't support my stuff, then eventually my show gonna go off the air because I'm gonna find something else to do with my time that makes money. So I hope you guys do support me, man. You guys have been support me, and I really do appreciate it. Says, yeah, Nike is a brand, but it's fading. Kids going another direction. Right. That's what I'm saying. Look at Jehovah. Know exactly what he talking about. You feel me? You gotta know what you gotta keep your eye on the prize, man. You gotta keep your eye on the prize. You know what I mean? And pay attention, man. You can't fall asleep at the wheel. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'll be knowing. Like I'm not gonna say I'm a master at investing, but you don't need to be a master. You just need a little bit of common sense. You know what I mean? And be paying attention. What's going on? Nike is not I wouldn't have my money invested in that. It was a great company because a lot of people lose money too because they'll have their money invested in a great stock like Sears and or something that was Intel, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Motorola, just companies that have did well for a lot of years, but when they start losing the competitive edge and falling behind in technology and everything else and stop staying innovative or whatever, you seen that the model what made them great start to die or they start becoming obsolete, then I don't want to have my money in there just because they've had this great name for all these years. The story can't change. What up? What up? What you need to go to the first? All right, hold on. Grab it. Go ahead. Yeah, so you gotta you got it. You're welcome. All right, that was my daughter, you guys. All right, so invest in WB last year at $7, up 151%. Okay, New Balance is outselling Nike. Absolutely, New Balance is outselling Nike. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Most people they stay stuck in a time machine in their mind. You know what I'm saying? In revenue. Okay. Things about to get rough. Better have a skill that can make you money. Multiple streams of income is required now for survival. Yeah, man, and I got a roommate. Let's say that. I mean, I got a house with several bedrooms in it. It's just me and my daughter now. I got a roommate. Stuff like that that help you. Somebody help kicking in on the bills. You know what I'm saying? Doing my YouTube, doing my trucks, doing my stuff. Man, you gotta hustle for this cash. It's so hard to knock it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be hustling. All right. He says, Big Euro, I can't believe the next administration is going to break Paramount and Warner Brother. I think that stands for Warner Brother. Merger. It says, okay. It says Nike clothing is still heat, but the shoes ain't hitting much these days. Yeah, so I'm not saying like, people still don't like Nike. I'm just saying they got a dying business model. They used to put their names with high like athletes and just the way they used to do business, they don't really do it like that. And they tried to save money by going more like online. And all they traffic didn't follow them. All they did when Nike stopped being prominent in the stores and dominating how they did in the retail stores, and they tried to go more so in the like online stuff, everybody didn't follow them there, and all they went to other places. And like I said, Nike don't really release new dope shoes anymore. All they do is keep releasing old shoes that used to be dope back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And you got a different era of people coming up. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, they losing their competitive edge, in my opinion. So you never want to lose your competitive edge. And right now, that is why I feel like the U.S. is taking some of the measures it is against some of these countries because it does not want to lose its competitive edge. Because think about it, countries seem like have reigned, but every country that has been in the position of the U.S. has had a time where they reign in that number one slot. But one thing that always reigned true is it was a time period. It never carried on forever. And so the U.S. is fighting hard to try to hold on to them reins right now. So we don't know what's gonna happen. Big Euro 94 Nike is dying out because the sneakers resale is dead and the retros are getting whacked. Are whacked. They're getting whacked. It says I don't disagree. I'm just saying the t-shirts, sweat, etc. are still fine. LOL. Yeah, man, you gotta keep your out. Like I said, I would not invest my money in a stock like Nike. There's a lot of other stocks too that I wouldn't invest my money in either. Um, Amazon is putting a lot of people out of business too, brother. It's making it tough because think about it. My daughter, she just ordered an Amazon package today, right? She just ordered an Amazon package today. I got her some Nike shorts right now I'm wearing, but it's crazy because I got on an Under Armour shirt. So I'm mismatched. I'm not one of those dudes where I gotta have Nike, 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 or man, I don't even going through all of that. But yeah, he says we are the USA. I love my country. Yeah, you can love your country. The fungus is among us, but you still have to be paying attention to what's going on so you can take advantage of opportunities that are being created. Because one man's downfall is the next man's opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So that's always going to be true. Says Big Euro. They overpriced those T-shirts also like $50 for every $10 T-shirt. Yeah, man. I don't really wear a lot of Nike stuff. I do have some Nike stuff, and I don't like overpaying for stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? What? Okay. I don't know. Okay, yeah, US will eventually no longer be world power. That's inevitable. Yeah, and I know I just hope that it's world power in my lifetime, in my kids' lifetime, and in their kids' lifetime. They have to figure it out from there. But we don't know. You know what I'm saying? If it's not a world power and I'm gone, I guess it don't really affect me. It may affect people I love or something. I don't know, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Right now, like he said, we are trillions of dollars in debt. According to Donald Trump, he has been clearing some of that debt, though. He is fighting back. He's saying like it's almost like I don't know if this will be the U.S. version of a Hail Mary. Like we already down so many points on the board, and I'm throwing a Hail Mary. I'm go deep because we catch it. This gonna help. If it don't, the boat was slowly sinking anyway. It was a slow death. You know what I'm saying? So that's how many Donald Trump may be looking like. I'm going for it, and he's not. And right now, they can say whatever they want because it may impact us negatively. We just got to see how it all plays out. But right now, Donald Trump is putting a lot of people on notice, and it's some crazy times, and I think a lot of people have been like, "Yo, they just caught up on their regular life because ain't nothing blew up around them." So you can't even see. It's almost like a tsunami. Like it way out in the ocean is a big wall of water coming, and there's little telltale signs, but you don't really notice it yet. Like, why did the water recede out that kind of far? Like, you don't really notice big. So you got to kind of be looking in other spots because just because stuff is happening in other world don't mean it don't trickle back here. All right, he says, yeah, oh my bad. Yep, Amazon started to make deliveries using drone. That's what I'm saying. Amazon is one of those companies, bro, and they got to do like Jeff Bezos. He in the NFL now. Amazon is one of those companies that's like very dominant, making it hard for retail stores. And then it didn't help when we had the COVID stuff going on, right? To where people started working from home. Now a lot of buildings, what do they call those commercial buildings? Not a lot of use for those as much. A lot of vacant commercial buildings are it's gonna be even more vacant commercial buildings because a lot of people have moved away from I don't really need that building, that overhead, and we could work from home. You know what I'm saying? Some people try to get their employees to go back, but there's a percentage of that that's lost forever now. You know what I'm saying? Says I was in NYC last week in Nike flagship store was a disappointment, but the Adidas store had them beat. Okay. Says I meant the most brand. Okay, I meant that's most brands. LOL. Nike overcharges for everything. Absolutely. Says you can say what you want. I am an American. Best country in the world. You can be anything here. Okay. Jordan went from 125 to 250 over years, and the cost is $10 to make. What up, Freddie Mac? Salute, man. Talk to me, man. Uh, yeah, man. So I don't know, brothers. Like I'm just trying to figure it out, like y'all, man. I'm trying to figure if I could flip my bread like a couple times, catch a 50-60% dip, and I'm gonna be in the game. That's all I know. And I'm gonna be looking at these stock prices, trying to find a great entry point or something to store my wealth and factor in everything that's going on. We're gonna see. I don't know. Nike joggers, heat and good quality. LOL. Okay. It says LOL. The debt is higher. Trump ain't clean no debt. Trump making his family richer. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just saying that's what he said. He clearing trillions of dollars of debt. You know, I know he did go make a power move on Venezuela, boxing other countries out of that energy source and claiming it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gonna do business with us, and we gonna get a favorable deal. You know, I don't know what's happening though. The world's crazy. That is the most thing. Though we can say that Jordan's. Well, wait. LOL. That's the most thing that we can't say. That's a Jordan only thing. Okay, it says I work at a hospital. Them hookah shoes be 200. All right, Amazon, Google, Metal, all. Uh, okay, news breakup. Okay, I'll say you have to invest in companies to move on the world economy. Okay, Uber, Amazon, Apple, Google, banks. I thought about investing in Citibank. Let me tell you why I thought about investing. I have been watching Citibank, bro, since it was $4 a share. You know what Citibank is at now? It's not nothing crazy high, but imagine if I was investing in that whole time. From when I have been watching it from $4 a share, it is at $109 a share. But we'll see, man. I just thought about doing maybe investing some bread there. But I really want to get back at TSM and ASML. They're just crazy high right now. I feel like I misplayed, but you know, there's gonna be some more opportunities. I could get back in Amazon. It's kind of been dragging a little bit. Amazon is at what is Amazon at? Like I sold that. It's at $209 a share. Boom. But it's not at the 52-week high. I might park some bread in Amazon. We'll see. I don't know. I gotta see, man. But right now I'm chilling. I want to catch a discount, a major discount. I bought Nike Tech for 180. Washed once. Wait. I bought a Nike Tech for 180. Washed once and shit got mad. Cotton balls. Pause. Okay. I shop at Marshalls now for everything. You shop at Marshalls? Okay. I'm like when I do shop, I just go to the mall. I'm not gonna lie. I go to the mall. I don't shop for clothes online. Basically, never. I bought some Nike slide, not some Nike, some Adidas slides, because I couldn't find the one I wanted in store, but I could find it online, and I bought it. But I basically don't buy clothes online because I like to try my stuff on because sometimes I could wear a shirt that's an XL and it fit good. Sometimes, depending on the material or whatever, that shirt may need to be a 2X. I like to try my clothes on and make them fit, and I hate returning stuff like or like the quality is different in person. I just like to see my stuff in person. I don't really buy clothes online. I'll buy other stuff like what I mean, but not really clothes. Marshalls, LOL. You don't know how to wash clothes, Freddie. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how I wash clothes. First of all, I wash all my clothes on Delicate, and I dry all my clothes on Delicate. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want the stuff beating my clothes up. And if it's a shirt, right, I'll wash the shirt, and I'll try not to wash. Like if I got some new shirts and stuff, and they're nice shirts, I'll try not to wash them with stuff that lints up, like towels, right? And um, sometimes I may throw it in the dryer. I won't even let it dry, just for a little bit, and then I'll hang dry it, just so when it dries, it don't be all hard and stiff. You know what I'm saying? And it'll get a little bit of the lint off. It'll still be wet by the time I take it out the dryer, and then I'll dry it and hang dry it. And I don't dry my stuff with fabric softener because it make the clothes too soft. I don't like my clothes that soft, brother. Like it's way too soft. So I never use fabric softeners in my dryer. Um, yeah, that's probably stuff that females use. They like their clothes to be soft. I don't like my clothes to be soft like that. Wash cold, dry, light heat on air dry. Yeah, you definitely better have some light heat. I never dry my stuff at full heat. Bro, that stuff will destroy your clothes, brother. All right. Nike be robbing. Facts, Big Euro. I be drying my clothes on high. Yeah, man, you definitely do. You messing up. You messing up. Don't ever dry your clothes on high heat. Freddie, I had the same pair of sweats for like 4 years. Nike still look good. Just turning in. Wait, just tuning in. Seems like a year war. Mexico, Venezuela, and Iran. Right, man. It is definitely one of those years, bro. It's trying, brother. And so now what we're talking about, you know, A, watch your travel plans. B, watch where you store your wealth and your money. You know what I'm saying? This is a good, I'm telling you, sometimes like this, where millionaires are born. If you have been hustling, sometimes, when it's tragic, there's a lot of great opportunities to make money. Just got to be paying attention and be thinking. When people are panicking, that's usually when there are opportunities. Or when people are overly happy and, yeah, man, the market is and that, it's literally like, it's almost like Cinderella, right? By the time the clock strike 12, everybody thinks they're gonna get out on time, but they sipping drinking, and almost nobody gets out on time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, it says, and the year is just getting started. I know, right? Don't sit it in. What's good, man? Salute. Says K9, put sand in his dryer to make the clothes rough. Nah, I don't do that, brother. I told you what I do. If depend on the shirt, how expensive it is. If it's just whatever shirt, I might dry it, whatever. But if it's a nice shirt, right, and it's a good, nice material, I might throw it in the dryer for like 5 minutes. Then I'll take it out, put it in the hanger, and hang it in my closet and let it air dry. Cut the fan on, have the air circulating. Cool. I don't really hang my clothes outside and dry them. Hang it in the house, as long as air circulating, it's gonna dry, and boom. That's how I do it. And then it keeps my shirt looking nice. And like, say for example, too, and then like whatever you wash your clothes with, you got to be careful too, whatever you're washing it with. But yeah, man, all my stuff still look pretty new. Look, this look pretty new. Um, I could go through a lot of my clothes. All my shit look new, bro. Look, I got some shit right here. At least my shirts look that. Here go another shirt right here. Let me grab this. Move this hanger. This shirt, that look new, right? Still look brand new. All my shirts be looking new, bro. Let me grab another shirt real quick. Hold on. This is actually new, so this is a Nike shirt I got. So it looked new. It is new. I ain't never wore it. But I'm gonna grab some other shirts that I wore before. Alright. This shirt still look new. Let me see. Even this. Still look new. All my shirts be looking new because I know how to take care of my stuff, bro. This shirt right here still look newish. You feel me? Like all my stuff, bro. I know how to take care of my stuff, bro. I was one of those dudes that like I always a dude that take care of my stuff, bro. I always it was crazy because my little brother, right? He used to steal my clothes when I was younger, like, and I'd be so mad at him. Not only would he go take my stuff and go wear it, he might go stay the night at his homeboy's house or wherever and not bring my stuff back, like leave it there. And it'd be like he would be so disrespectful because he's probably like 4 or 5 years younger than me. So I had a job, right? Even while I was in high school. So I was buying like my own clothes and stuff. So he would go in my closet and take something that was brand new that I had never even wore and bone out with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Yeah, so I mean, he would be all in my stuff, bro. And I'd be mad. I remember one time he took a jacket I had. What was that type of I forgot what type of jacket it was, but it was hard too. Didn't bring it back. And I was like, yo, where's my jacket, bro? Why you never even bought it back? I never got that jacket back again. I'm like, bro, stay out my stuff, man. Yeah, I don't know if you guys had a little brother before. And my little brother, he was one of those dudes that's like had a lot of potential, but didn't have a work ethic, didn't have a vision. Physically, had great genetics, big, strong, fast dude. Probably could have been an athlete, could have been a professional fighter. He had mad squabbles, hands, and but he never did anything with his talents and gifts. Right now, my brother's sitting in prison right now. So never did anything with his gifts, bro. And it was just, I guess I used to always tell him, like, bro, you spent too much time in the hanging out, thinking you cool, the homies, this and that, bro. You need to go and buy. Now I don't even tell. He called me recently. I don't even take his phone calls. Like, bro, if you and I'm not, I'm not going through that with you. How you too old to be sitting in prison right now, bro. I just like you can't get it right, brother. I'm not helping you out no more because I done helped you out too much. And it ain't help, it ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing with the help. Anyway, that has really nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Your clothes have a tag on them that tells your clothes have a tag on them that tells you how to wash them. LOL. I never looked at that is true, huh? I never looked at the tag. I just kind of know how to wash my stuff. I just know what damages them. Heat damages your clothes, right? And I just always try to wash my stuff on the most delicate mode possible. You know what I'm saying? Now, there is some stuff. I remember back in the day, I would take some stuff to the cleaners. I still do take some stuff to the cleaners, but I'm not taking a shirt to the cleaners, bro. It's like, by the time I'm paying prices at the cleaners, I could just buy another shirt. But like a jacket, something that's really nice, maybe like that, I would take to the cleaners. Certain stuff, but like I'm definitely not taking no shirt to the cleaners. But by the time I'm paying cleaners price, I could just buy a new shirt, bro. It just kind of don't make it sense. Who reads that shit? No. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who reads that? I don't really. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, shit, I was putting this chair together. I started putting it together before I was reading the instructions, and I said, you know what? Let me look at these instructions. Make sure I'm doing it the right way. Because it has certain screws and stuff. But I kind of already was able to fit some of it. It's a chair, bro. I know how a chair kind of goes together. But I did look at the instructions. 'Cause I want to make sure I'm using the right screws. And what's cool about this chair is kind of easy to assemble too, because they kind of put like it had different screws, but you kind of know that the screws go for this because it has a certain number of screws and this has a certain number of holes, and the way they made it kind of matched up. But I did look at the thing. All right, anyway, Freddie Mac says Big Euro was good. All right, you need wait, you need you. What does that mean? Freddie. LOL, when you spend 200 on a jacket, I think you mean to say you need to. When you spend 200 on a jacket or etc., you're gonna be looking at that tag. Now that's why I said for a tag, I would take like a jacket, I would take to the cleaners. Cause I got jackets from back in the day. They old. I showed some of my jackets. Cause I used to collect jackets. And for me, my jackets always stay really nice because it's easy to keep jackets kind of nice. But also I stay in a warm place, so I don't get to wear my jacket a lot. Like my jackets a lot. So they don't get a lot of wear and tear on them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Says I buy $75 jeans, Levi's. I'm gonna watch the tag. I'm gonna watch the tag. Yeah, man. I never really bought Levi's before. I had a couple pair. Never bought a lot of Levi's. But yeah, if you buy some expensive pants and all of that, I just throw them in. I'm not gonna lie. I just throw them in the washer on delicate. You know what I mean? I'm not taking a lot of stuff to the cleaner these days. The only thing I'm really gonna take to the cleaners is like a jacket. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Um, but yeah, man, you just gotta take care of your stuff, bro. Now, one thing I wasn't that great of taking care of that I had to learn to become better at doing, and I have gotten a lot better at it. I used to be hard on my shoes, bro. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm a lot better at like not messing my man. I used to scuff my shoes, bro, and I would be hard on my shoes, bro. Um, Now I kind of know how to walk in a way where I'm not tearing my shoes up or being so hard on them. And then I just got some shoes too that's for like different things where it's like, I could be hard in these shoes. So you start learning. But I just remember when I was young, like I was really good with all my stuff. But one thing I had a hard time keeping up with was my shoes. So I always had to buy like a lot of shoes. I was rough on my shoes, bro. Cause I was like a rough kid, you know what I'm saying? I was just doing, so I was really kind of rough on my shoes. I'm like climb on the top of a roof, climbing a tree, you know what I'm saying? Like I was just doing stuff, you know what I'm saying? Tearing my stuff up. Now, okay, I remember this is back in the day, bro. Okay, so look, I remember when I was young, right? All y'all parents used to buy y'all clothes for you, right? So at one point, my mom started giving me like because I really didn't like the clothes she was picking out for me. You know what I mean? I don't think most kids do, right? So I wanted to buy my own clothes. So I'm like, can you just give me? I'm gonna buy my own stuff. Like, give me the money, and so she would give me the money, and I go in there to go buy my clothes. And I'm not gonna lie, I'll be at Ross and stuff like that, and Burlington Coat Factory, and I would go in there. This is so old though, man. Don't judge me. But I didn't have no money and I need to make my clothes. I need to get more clothes. So she only was giving me a certain amount of bread. So I would go in there and like take the tag off. So the tag might say $17. And I would take that tag off and open the hole a little bit and put the new tag on and make it look like it's supposed to be on there and put another tag on there that said $12. So I was creating my own discounts. I used to do that when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? To make my clothes, the money go further, I could buy more clothes. As an adult, now I don't even do that. But when I was a kid, I'm not gonna lie, I used to do that. Um, and I remember too when I started shopping for myself, when I would pull up, they were like, dang, like I'll be fresh. And probably because some of those kids, their parents were still buying their clothes. It was a noticeable difference though when I would come to school when I went and started buying my own clothes. You know what I'm saying? And my mom was cool like that. Like at some point, I told her like I want to buy my own clothes. Like I don't like that. I want, you know what I mean? Like I know how to dress myself. And she's like, all right, here go the money, go get your clothes. That's what you got. And it was great. So it depends if you're not going out that much in work. Wait. It depends if you're not going out that much and work a lot. Well, you got to shop different. Yeah, man. Um, Now the way I shop, this is how I always used to shop though. You know how some people buy an outfit right there on the spot, like this is this and this is this. I don't shop like that. I kind of had like the scatterbrain theory. Like I'll buy a shirt I really like or a pair of pants I really like. I may not have nothing to wear with it right now. Then I just keep doing that, and eventually I'll have something to wear with it. I don't try to buy this till this goes together. No, I just buy the nicest shirt I can find for the comfortable money I'm gonna spend, or the nicest pants, and I just collect it over time, and eventually I'm gonna have something to put it with. You know what I'm saying? That's how I buy it. I don't buy an outfit. I've bought one time I did that before. I bought a whole outfit and it was stupid, bro. Spent a lot of money on one outfit. I don't really do that. I buy the shirts I like, pants I like, and they don't have to match because I might buy some new pants that go with a shirt that I already got, or a new shirt that go with some pants I already got, or some shoes I already got. You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of do my shopping, bro. Um, Let me see. Boom. But like I said, man, I want to thank OG Will, man, always showing so much love at Camp Nine. He sponsored yesterday's live. I really appreciate that. And shout out and look, I was shout out to Big Euro, man. Let Big Euro know I really rock with you, man. I was trolling Big Euro over at Pops, you know what I'm saying? Situation, because Big Euro sometimes likes to troll me. I guess it's a thing, right? So when I seen him, I had to get him back. I didn't go crazy on him, but I had to troll him a little bit back, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Big Euro, man. He was helping Pop out with trying to get his funding in order and stuff like that. Shout out to Euro, man. Euro's a cool dude. I don't know what. It's funny because Euro like to troll me. I don't know what happened. But I feel like Euro is definitely me and Euro's cool though. You know what I'm saying? Me and Euro's cool. He do like to troll me a little bit. But he don't get crazy or nothing. I guess I have relationships that with some people like I'm cool with, and they just like to troll me a little bit. Another person that's like that is bipolar. I'm good with bipolar, but he like to troll me a little bit, and I troll him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's just the dynamic of our friendship. You know what I mean? But shout out to Euro, man, for helping popping out there, killing it on his trip, doing his thing. Him and Keith. Salute to them two brothers doing their thing, and make me feel like I can't wait till I take a trip. You know what I'm saying? But you always got to stay in your own lane. You know what I'm saying? Don't ball too early. You know what I'm saying? Don't ball too early. But yeah, man, it's crazy to see though, man. I mean, what do you guys actually think about being? I guess as an American, like being American, do you not really like put much thought in possibly or being in the middle of a war just because it never happens too much on the home turf? Is that like a thing? Because I feel like it could be all this stuff going on, and Americans be walking around oblivious to what's going on. Like they don't got a care in the world. You know what I'm saying? I guess I don't know. When I was young, I used to always watch the news because my grandmother used to watch the news, and I'd be over there hanging out, and I don't know. I don't know if I had an old soul, but I always just was into the news. I would watch the news, what's going on around the world. I don't watch the news as much now, and that's only because it's not that I don't enjoy the news. It's because I'll be watching YouTube content, a bunch of silly stuff that really don't be talking about nothing, but I enjoy it. So I watch it. I'm watching travel content and this, that. I just got caught up in that. Before I started watching this YouTube travel stuff, I was definitely watching the news a lot. But I do spend, like I said, I spend a lot of time watching the stocks, different stuff was going on with different companies. And I be trying to make sure I get those in because I used to always tell my daughter too, like, don't just use your phone for like entertainment purposes only. I mean, make sure whenever you own it that you're using it as a tool too, like that you're learning something that could be useful off of there. That's why some of my channels too, I don't always it's centered around entertainment, but I also like to sometimes put in some stuff that could be useful conversations. Where it's just like, all right, since nothing will ever happen on American soil, but that button would get pushed. I don't know if nothing would ever happen on American soil, man, because it's already happened. We had Pearl Harbor, we had 9/11. I know it hardly ever happens, but it's not impossible. Not impossible. I mean, I just think, you know, America has had the benefit of having, where it sits and where it's located at. If your technology ain't is not on point like that, the Pacific Ocean and all that, it creates a obstacle where it's hard to get to. It's not easy to strike. And then the way America moves is they set up bases on all these other countries and stuff like that. And since they hold the world's currency, right? They're in a position to always strike other people, even if it's far from America, because they got U.S. bases everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how, yeah. Said Pearl Harbor. Then what happened after that? No, I'm just saying. But the point is, American stuff. It just doesn't happen a lot, right? And that's why I think Americans, we don't be as aware as we should be. Like we don't really put like right now. It's all this stuff going on with Ukraine, Russia, Venezuela, now Iran, and all everybody talking about. Yo, when you going to Brazil? You going to Colombia? Like we're like oblivious because nothing is blowing up around it. But if it was blowing up around us, that's all we would be consumed with. Because I'll be thinking sometimes, imagine like spots that's like them countries where stuff like that's happening. Like, how do they even sleep? You up, stuff blowing up all around you. The noise of something blowing up. Like at some point, do you just get so tired that you fall asleep anyway, hoping that you're gonna wake up? Like, how do you go to sleep when hearing? Because think about it. At night, sometimes when 4th of July come, that can disrupt people's sleep. That loud noise. And that's nothing compared to the noise of like, ballistic missile. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think Americans have enjoyed a lot of privileges that sometimes we probably take for granted. Uh AI creep mode in the building. Salute, man. Haven't had war on land since Civil War. Not a war, but we had someone declare war. It wasn't an actual war. 9/11, bro. You know how many people perished in that building? Thousands of people. You know what I mean? So it wasn't a conventional war. It was just like, yo, uh, it was an active war. It says what happened after the Japan invaded Alaska? That happened after Pearl Harbor, right? And you know what? That was crazy because Russia used to own Alaska. Didn't see the value in it. Like this frozen piece of real estate, this ain't worth nothing. Sold it to the US and they regret doing that now. You know what I'm saying? They regret doing it now. All right, Japan got evaporated. That's what happened after Pearl Harbor. I know, but just say, you know what's gonna happen right now, though. I don't know, man. So yeah, that's facts. Says that was a terrorist act. You can't count. Yeah, it was an act of war, act of terrorism. Like, bro, And it created a whole war after that. It kicked off a war. You know what I'm saying? But that was like the the most recent time where an act of war has happened on U.S. soil, and like not just a couple hundred people, thousands of people perished, lost their lives over that in a brutal way. But I'm just saying, you're right. It doesn't really happen on U.S. soil, but it doesn't mean it can't happen. And but what's gonna happen though is the prices is gonna go up. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a war on your wallet. That's what's gonna happen though. I don't think he said they got a nuke. He just said they got obliterated. Like I don't think he said they got nuked. Did he say that? I mean the only now, and it's crazy. Speaking of nukes, though, U.S. says we shouldn't use nuclear weapons. No one should ever use it. But in fact, the U.S. is the only country that has used the nuclear weapon. So it's like they always tell you what you shouldn't do, but they gonna do it. Like, never mind, do as we say, not as we do. Anything that anyone else does around the world, we label them as criminals, terrorists, dictators, brutal regimes. But America could do the same thing, and it's administering the law. It's just. I don't know, man. I don't really know. I don't know what to say, bro. I live in America, so it's like, what can you do? But I do believe that America never operates under. They don't think about what's fair, wrong, or right when it's dealing with them. They only think about they are like, these are the rules y'all need to live by. The U.S. gonna make their own set of rules. You know what I'm saying? Say AI took 4 years to develop those monsters that got dropped on them. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. The U.S. is a piece of work. Rather, I would, and because I look at it too, like U.S. was one of those countries that's loved and hated all across the world. I don't even think if they might be loved. They just feared and hated. I don't think even the people that act like they like Americans, they don't really like Americans. They just say, you know what, y'all in charge of stuff right now, so we're gonna be cool. But it's not really. Yeah, I don't think it's genuine love, bro. Because America finds itself in a lot of people's business. I don't know. Okay, what do y'all think though? The people of Iran, are they happy that? Because they like, yo, he telling them, rise up against this corruption and dictate. We will support you. So they went and did all that, massacred a whole bunch of people in Iran. The government did. Donald Trump shows up with a bunch of carriers, aircraft carriers, and different type of submarines and different stuff like that. And he takes out their leader. Do you feel the people of Iran feel that America has came to their rescue, or they don't feel like that was enough? That ain't enough. We need you to do more than that. Are they happy about that? Are the people of Iran happy about it? Not the government, not the regime, but the actual people. Are they looking at Donald Trump like he has done a good thing? And it says America can't continue to play the world's police, especially when the U.S. economy is on shaky ground. That is exactly what Farrakhan was saying. If some of you guys wasn't in, right, I'll play it again. This is what he was saying when you guys wasn't in. Hold on.
Provoke Iran. I would like to say to the president, Mr. President, it would not be a wise move for you, because you're already $23 trillion in debt, and you don't have any money to prosecute a war. America's about to go to war. And when she goes to war, she wants black and brown bodies. Now you're useful. They don't give a doggone about how Black Lives Matter until they want to use Black lives to accomplish their wicked ends.
That's what he had to say. He says they are waving American flags and pictures of Trump's. Okay. Don't believe the propaganda. The majority of Iranian people hate Americans. Americans need to mind their own business. Oh, that's X-Ray. What up, X-Ray? Salute, man. What up, brother? He said Americans need to mind their own business. Yeah, man. Like, you know, it's tough, man. Like I said, being an American, because America do find themselves in a lot of people's business. In a lot of people's business. But then, like I said, man, I believe the U.S. government is trying to figure out a way to keep the reins on world order, being the number one superpower. They're in a tight race with China. China has had some of their own problems as well. They're in a tight race with China, and they're having a hard time figuring out how to coexist. I don't really think they're having a hard time with Russia per se. You know, they view China more of a threat than Russia when it comes to, you know, global power, currency, and will the yen, like what currency is going to be the world's currency? Is it going to continue to be the U.S. dollar or the yen or what? You know what I'm saying? All right, this isn't about nukes. It's about the Jews. This is about the Epstein files. Now everyone is forced. Now everyone is focused on this and not everything else that's important to us. Me, possibly. You know what I mean? But I think it's more than the Epstein files, bro. I believe that the American dollar is in danger right now. I mean, a lot of countries have been trying to come up with ways to avoid having to use the American dollar. And the U.S. is looking at, remember, the U.S. is thinking like, it doesn't want to lose its spot. And it's doing everything it can to, it's not going to go down without a fight. It's doing everything it can to try to hold on to that spot. But, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, bro. All I can say is either Donald Trump is a genius or he's really destroying America. I don't even think at this point, because it's so extreme, that it could be in the middle. It's either this is really going to be beneficial to America in the long term, or it's going to be at America's detriment in the long term. I don't think it's going to be in the middle. I mean, think about this. Donald Trump's so cold, he even turned to long-standing friends, allies of the Americans and said, what? I'm putting tariffs on y'all too. This trade agreement ain't fair. We about to do some adjustment. Friend, foe, it don't matter. So, it's just strange because I've never really seen America move like this where they address so many issues at one time. They normally concentrate their effort on a particular you know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, checking everybody right now. And he got the Europeans, like Europe, like we really can't say nothing because we need them to continue because they don't like it, but we're not gonna really say nothing because Russia is applying pressure on Ukraine, and if Ukraine fall, they feel like they could be next. They don't want Ukraine to fall. They don't want Russia to influence to spread that further in. Because if you think about it, Russia is the largest or biggest country in the world. How did they become that big? Constantly taking more people's land, constantly invading other countries and taking over. It's the biggest country in the world. And I know some people are going to say Africa, but Africa is not a country, it is a continent. You know what I'm saying? But Russia is the biggest country in the world. All right. It's a maximum of 10%, which is okay. I don't know, man. I just hope that we don't end up in a long war. I really hope we don't because hopefully, he can get his point across, boom, 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 and stuff be cool. You know what I'm saying? I just hope we don't end up in a long war. You know what I'm saying? Where stuff is just like not good. You know what I'm saying? I hope it don't. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting right here. You don't stay number one by minding your own business. I think that's true though. And I think the US feel like it's always gonna be someone that's number one. Always gonna be some, so why not it be us? Right? That's what how they think. Um, Someone's always gonna be leading the way. You know what I'm saying? Mm, yeah, I guess they did say they wasn't supposed to have nukes, but they got them. Okay. Again, no one gains but Israel. Did I drop the link in this thing anyway? Anybody that want to come rock out? Chop it up with your boy. Okay, say not gonna argue with you, X-Ray. He has vast knowledge on this particular topic. He claims he has a lot of knowledge when it comes to this. I don't. Um, that is true though. Um, you know, Americans, that's one thing about America. They don't like to lose nobody, but they have a lot of millions of people have lost their way dealing with America, lost their lives. You know what I'm saying? I thought about that too when the 9/11 stuff happened. Like, that was very sad and tragic and all of that. But that was nothing compared to the devastation America has inflicted on other countries. This is really nothing. So it was really a drop in the bucket. And we made it like, Americans felt like that was the end of the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? When that happened. But yeah. What So he said, what exactly did Americans gain from any of its wars? Americans cry about a few soldiers, but took millions of lives. In illegal wars, spent trillions and gained what? Right? What did it gain? I don't know. I don't really know, bro. I'm just trying to make sure, keep track of my portfolio and make sure that and wait, watch where I travel right now. You know what I mean? I mean, it can be tricky, man, because like it can get to the point where they start knocking planes out the sky. That's what I say. You just never know, man. You gotta be careful, man. It's tricky times right now. Says I have a this is what I will say. I don't think United States will stay number one. Because no other country has managed to stay number one forever. And the US dollar is in a decline. The US power influence is on a decline. And I have I might have to agree with you on that. I don't see US staying number one forever. But is there a world where China, because that's the main player, where China and Unite, because they're the only one that's really up for grabs to try to claim that number one seat. Definitely not Russia. I think Russia has been exposed. They're vulnerable. Paper tiger. I mean, they've been struggling so much with Ukraine. They definitely not in a position to be number one. But is there a world where China and the U.S. can coexist and be two powerhouses? You know what I'm saying? Is there a world where that could exist? All right, let me see if this is really him. What's good? Is that you?
What up, baby?
Okay, that's Ben Vlog. What a long time no see, long time no hear. How you been, man?
All right.
Been a long time since we last got down, but I still keep kicking them funky sounds. What's good? You
What's
in the States
good?
or out the country?
Huh?
You in the States or you out the country?
Actually, I just made it back to the States.
Oh, so you went out the country again? Oh, you be traveling for real, for real. Okay.
Hmm.
Where you coming back from?
The only place, nigga, I'll only go to is Thailand.
Mm. Man,
Get
love
that done.
it, man. Okay. And how long was your stay out there?
See, I've only been out there like for like a half of a week and a half.
Week and a half? Okay.
Yeah,
And you had a good trip? Enjoyed yourself?
it was good. It was good while I lasted. You had to
Okay.
rush home and shit.
Okay. Ben Vlogs. So what else was been going on with Ben Vlogs these days, man?
Shit, nothing really.
Mm. You still have not made it to a DR trip, huh?
Nah, not yet. And I want to go there.
You don't
I'm
even want
trying
to
to.
go now, huh?
Yeah, I'll go there, but not to the other place where y'all went was looking boring. Then you got these niggas coming to Thailand and shit. I'm like, damn, these niggas sending them niggas over to my spot.
Oh,
Got
so
them niggas trying to move over there and shit. What the fuck?
did you hear about your guy? 'Cause I found out about this guy through you.
Ooh,
Latte Vlogs. Did you hear that they took his channel?
no, they took his channel for real.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Damn.
I said, damn. He was a cool brother. Like I just never really got a chance to like meet him or nothing, but
Yeah, they
uh
should. They shouldn't even did that shit. He wasn't even doing shit.
right.
They should took the other nigga channel. What's that nigga name? Trey Bear.
You said what? Say it one more time.
I forgot his name. Trey Bear or something. The one be having that motherfucking doing that copycat shit with the balloons up there in Thailand and shit.
Uh, I don't even know who that is.
I forgot the name. Trey. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. He a host at a nightclub up there.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got your boy Vontae Vlog kind of slipping. I'm like, I wonder what he did because I didn't ever
That's
see
what I'm trying to see. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I forgot the dude's name. He got his name. He got some girls living in his house with him.
Got you. I don't really know. I probably don't keep up enough. Have you? I got a question. Have you ever met Vontae Vlogs in person?
Yeah, I met him when I was down there.
Person. Okay. And how
Yeah,
was it?
he a cool dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully he get everything squared away. He can get his channel back at some point or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, so you know me, I'm gearing up for a trip. I'm going to where do you think I'm going, Ben?
Colombia.
I'm going to DR.
But when?
Now, actually, look, I'm trying to book 2 trips. I'm trying to book a trip to DR, and I'm trying to book a trip to Colombia as well.
Okay.
So I would like to do both of those trips. So I want to go to DR. I want to go to DR like in October for Halloween, and I'd like to catch a earlier Colombia trip. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All about, you know what I mean?
That's the bet.
Thailand's good too. Don't think I didn't like Thailand, but I'm just like I want to go to the DR, and I don't want to go to, and I still want to be able to like add a new country under my belt. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's a
But
bet.
I did like Thailand. I enjoyed my time. You love Thailand, obviously.
Hell yeah. That's going down.
It says China has already positioned themselves to take over the #1 spot. They have already in Jamaica, Africa, and so it's just a matter of time. What do you think of what's going on, Ben Vlogs, with like Iran? Have you been following any of that? Iran and oh, so
I don't follow none of that.
over here. Man, I'm in the country. I'm living life. I don't know. They blew up what? I didn't even know. What's going on, don't they?
What's going on? What they talking about?
Basically, you know that the U.S. had did a small position invasion or strike when it kind of Venezuela and captured the president and his wife, right? You know about that, right?
No.
How you don't know about that, Ben?
Man, I don't keep up with that stuff. I just go on and do my stuff and head on out.
Typical American. So now they didn't only do that. They went and flew in, set off some bombs, all that. Went to his house, stormed it, got his ass in custody. The U.S. military.
Damn.
The president of Venezuela got him and his wife. They sitting in New York right now in jail, going to court.
Wow.
Now they went to Iran and took out their leader. Sent all the naval ships over there, not all of them, but a good amount of naval ships, submarines, all that, and did a strike, took out their leader. And now Iran has retaliated against, states in the Gulf or nations in the Gulf, like Dubai, and struck them. And had like a luxury hotel out there, and they sent like 137 ballistic missiles, a bunch of drones. They retaliating back. So this is a drama going on right now, Ben.
I hope they don't do Thailand like that.
He said, I hope they don't do Thailand like that. Go to Santo Domingo. Trust me, you will never go back to Sua after. I hear that, man. I hear that.
Yeah.
Though, but yeah, I out Santo Domingo.
Those niggas coming up there, though. Did you hear about that?
Hear about what?
Them two niggas on here. coming to Thailand and shit, trying to get money to come to Thailand.
Oh, that's what you was talking about. That flew right over my head the first time you said it. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, don't let them niggas come up here.
Why you don't want them to go to Thailand, man?
Nigga, they ain't finna don't mess that shit up, nigga. I'm up there with that riff raff ass shit.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I did hear about them. Doing a trip, doing a funny to go to Thailand.
Yeah.
I think it's happening.
He was gone, nigga. I thought he was gone.
You thought who was go?
And I see he came back and shit. What's the nigga name? Your boy, your used to be boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he came back. I'm like, damn, that nigga back. I'm like, he going to Thailand. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm up there trying to beat on no hole. Nigga, them girls don't do that shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really keep up with him, but I did hear that he is trying to make a return to Thailand, and we gotta have covered it, man. He's trying to get him some lady boys and all that stuff, and
that stuff. I mean, don't come up there with no crazy stuff.
I mean, maybe it's not gonna be a big thing because he's going after the lady boys. You don't got to worry about it. He ain't even the ladies you got one. He probably don't even want them. He going there for an LB party.
And what's the other one name? The other nigga, he going there to live and shit.
Oh, he's going there to live. Okay.
Yeah, he trying to go up there to live and shit. Move there. The NYC dude.
Okay.
I'm like, damn, them niggas on some drop down ass shit. Stay y'all ass up in Pattaya. That's where you stay.
Right. All right. Freddie Mac says, K9, pull up to the Halloween party this year. You throwing a party, Freddie Mac? If you throwing a party, I will pull up. Look, Freddie Mac, I didn't show up to your party last year because the way I booked my trip, I was already about to be gone before your party happened. Because I didn't know that, like, the Halloween event changes depend on what day Halloween falls on. So I had booked my Halloween trip, I booked my first one, and so I was there a week early. So by the time y'all the actual Halloween, I had to leave. You said what happened, Ben?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, damn, those niggas don't come up there on that humbug shit. They didn't just stay up in Pattaya if they do. Go over there on come Bangkok with that bullshit. Stay over there with all them little ratchet ass girls that.
Yeah, I guess for me, I got past it, Ben. I don't really got a problem. Oh shoot. I don't, I say do what make you happy. You know what I'm saying? Do what make you happy. They ain't not gonna mess nothing up for me anyway. So
that's true.
I don't really, I like what a steak on somebody else's plate don't really take one off of mine. You just gotta hopefully I think both of them go.
They gonna mind being with mine in the country.
I would say I would think they both trying to turn a new leaf. You see what I'm saying? Like,
so
some of that stuff you need to do, just handle things a little bit different. I got more. I don't know. I don't want to say. I'm just gonna watch and kick back and watch the fireworks. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I like I used to get irritated about certain stuff. I don't even get irritated no more because I feel like you got one life to live. Live it on your terms. Whatever you do good, cool. Whatever you do bad, cool. You got to deal with it either way. You got to do it every way. Two-Tone in the building. What's good, Two-Tone? So they punched the Venezuelan president wife in the face. She had a mean black eye. Did they? I didn't know that happened, Two-Tone. Dang. They punched her in the face? Jeez. Right now, they got her sitting in a cell. And, that's a hard thing, right, Ben? You go from being a president, first lady. I mean, you living good. and now you in jail. You living terrible. That's got
Oh
to be
yeah,
an adjustment to make, man. Because you
yeah.
breaking hardened criminals. You think it's not gonna break a president or the vice president? Only place I think it didn't break. I don't know. I don't think it when they locked Saddam up. I don't think they really broke him because even all the way to the last day when they was walking up to the ropes and all that, he was looking like I'm Saddam. Me. I ain't though, but I don't really know if they broke his spirit, but they normally break a lot of people's spirit. Says why he didn't want anybody to come to Thailand. It's no longer a secret. Oh, he said they talking to you, Ben. They said why you don't want anybody to come to Thailand. It's no longer a secret.
I
Like,
know that it's just like them niggas, not them two niggas now. Better not them niggas. Hell no. Them niggas ratchet.
don't send it in. Say LOL. Ben ain't playing. That's his second home.
Them
Mm,
niggas going down there. They can go down there, they can come, but stay in Pattaya.
okay.
Don't go to no motherfucker soapy massage place, think you finna get over on them. No. Stay your ass up in there at the part where you walk down that little strip. Stay there.
Mm. As much as you go to Thailand, you'll probably run into one of them, right?
I hope I don't.
Shout out Ben. He said, I hope I don't. That's crazy. All right. Freddie Mac says this year we're having another party. So we got to get Ben Vlogs to go to the DR and show up to a Freddie Mac party. That nigga scared of them Dominican chicks, ain't he? Look at it. He over here. Look at, hold on. I just looked at your profile picture. He's in love. In love.
Them
In
niggas stupid.
love. I mean, you put the picture up. You got, look like y'all wearing matching outfits, almost matching hats, matching glasses. Like, what's going on, Ben? Are you in love?
No, nigga, I'm just
Don't
straight.
be lying. Don't get up here capping like gang. Cap. Stop the cap. Hey, I heard your pimp card has been revoked. You are now a civilian.
Uh, I'm just straight. I just laid it off.
You, you
Yeah,
laid it
put the
off.
pill card back in the pocket. That's all. I don't need to use that no more.
Okay. So now you about to be, I heard, are you about to be a family man?
Yeah,
Okay, you about to be a family man. So it is true. You creating a family out there. Or do you, I don't
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
I've been hearing that rumor. Okay. Now I want to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
This might be messy, Ben. I don't know.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Are you going to get a fraternity test to make sure, like, this is me? Are you confident
Yeah,
that's you, or how you approach something like that? I don't know.
yeah. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna get one. But I don't see she doing nothing because she don't go nowhere.
She don't go nowhere.
No, we must be talking on the phone every day, every night. I mean, like live and shit.
Okay.
Yep, and she sleeps on the phone and shit with me. You know, like back in school days, they be sleeping on the phone and shit.
Now, okay, I got another messy question to ask. It's not too messy, but it might. If you don't want to answer, just say you don't want to
Go
answer.
ahead, go ahead.
Have been vlogs turned into a woo poppy? Do you know what a woo poppy is?
No, what's a woo poppy?
Western Union.
No, I ain't gonna say the Western Union. You know, boys, you put a baby in somebody, and they need something. You got to be there, don't you?
I mean, yeah, whatever you say. I'm not here to
Yeah,
judge.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I,
So I ain't gonna say no Western Union. I ain't saying no motherfucker hundreds and two or three, four, 500s like that. No, I don't do that shit.
Because I know anybody. This is what I do know.
It's
Anybody.
like you gotta show me. You have to show me that person got to show me what they done bought or what they need it for. If they say it's needed for this, you go there, pay for that shit, and head on back. Show me right there when you doing it. Don't be up there giving your that money to other motherfuckers. I've been hearing about people like that.
Yeah, cause I know anytime I hear a dude, not you, but just anybody, if they say they talk to these females regularly, like when they're
No,
back over the phone, I know they have to be sending in a Western Union because that's
yeah,
the other part. She's not gonna spend all this time on the phone and you not sending her no though. It's not gonna happen, bro. So if somebody said, "Yo, I spent a lot of time with her on the phone," I had a homeboy that he going to Thailand for Songkran. He said, "Yeah, I spent a lot of time," and he was referring to her as his girl. He talked to her on the phone. I said, "You sent her a Western Union? Don't lie, nigga." And he admitted it, but he tried to. But one thing I noticed, all the dudes they try to downplay. He's like, "Well, if you called me sending her $100 one time, a Western Union," I said, "Did you send it through Western Union?" Yeah. I said, "All right then."
no, I don't send my to no Western Union, man. It's an app I go to, and it's saying you over there called start with an R.
I don't matter. You wired it. It's the same thing. I so you a Western Union poppy, bro. Y'all definitely y'all
I'm a
all
transfer, nigga. I
yeah.
transfer money. I don't
Woo
Western Union.
poppy. This I had dang, I took it down. I don't even have it.
But look, nigga, just think though, the money you send over there is not the same money that you sending over there. Nigga. You send it, but it's not sending it to them. Their money become more to them. Our money come more to them than it come to. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so
Like for you
passport
send a
boy.
hundred over there. Let me look at. Yeah, that's the name right there. Matthew already said the name. Remedy. That's it right there. That's the name I sent it to.
Okay, so passport boy wanted to know the app name because he got some bread. He
Right
wanted
there. Right
to know.
there. Matthew said it.
Passport
Yes,
boy is gonna be the next woo pop. He said, "What's that name? I gotta send something off too."
it's
But
called remedy.
right here, there you go, passport boy. Send it off, man. Go ahead and now I'm gonna be real. You know I keep it real though. I ain't never sent nothing, Ben. But
Yeah.
if I had a, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be
I'm
real.
trying to see how much that is.
If I got a chick pregnant out there, and we was having a baby, I would send her some money.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But that ain't happened. That wasn't my story. But if that did happen, yeah, I would, because now she's my baby mama. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
um, I haven't been in a position where I had to send no bread. Remidity.
Yeah, that's it.
I went from the woo poppy to the remidity. They get they getting them $4, ain't they? Remidity is getting these niggas dollar. You said
This nigga.
remidity is just another version of Western Union.
Yeah, but it's not sending it to sending it to their bank. It's going into her bank to her car. She don't have to go pick it up or nothing. It's already on her car.
Oh, so it's more instant. So
Yeah, it's like go straight to her bank, and the bank is it's already on her car right in there where she don't have to go to no bank or no Western Union to go pick it up. It'd be right there on her car.
so it's Woo Poppy Express.
Nigga, no,
Woo
it's like a
Pop.
transfer. It's a transfer.
Transfer to Woo Poppy. Woo Poppy to Woo Poppy. Then so these chicks are saying, don't take all day with my money, send it quickly. I don't want to have to go pick it up. Get it, FedEx me that. You know what I'm saying? FedEx that. Damn. So these chicks ain't even going to go pick the money up from the store. No, they didn't got to the point like that's doing too much work to get the money. Get it to me now, immediately. Just
That nigga said they closed the airport. What airport they closed? Nigga, they ain't closed ours.
K9, you would have sent K9, would you send her money before it's even your kid?
Nigga, Jovan, you on some hot mess, nigga. I don't want who fucked the nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. Since I've been down there.
Me?
Nigga, she ain't been nowhere, nigga. Stop playing with me.
Tell
Don't
him
say she be going places, nigga.
long
But she on the phone with me all day, nigga. Stop playing. Ain't know what your name. She don't go to no mall. She don't go nowhere, mom, nigga. All she gonna do is pick up her daughter from school.
Okay.
And she stay home. She be outside in the back. Nigga, she not in the cities where you talking about like Thailand and all that. She not up in the city. She in the country, nigga. She
Okay.
live in the country.
I so to answer your question, would I have sent some bread? I would have if I've been shooting the club up
Yeah,
club up in the club. I mean, I would have sent her some money, yeah, but I'm not gonna send her too much. You know what I'm saying? Because I still got to find out if that's really measy.
yeah. I
Little,
understand what you're saying.
little something, something. You know what I'm saying?
No, she wasn't at no pool party with me. That ain't the one.
Cause I'm
Not
like,
that one.
I'm sending money for like what you need. The baby not here yet.
This nigga stupid.
When it get closer, you need pamper. Okay, I got what you need money for you right now. The baby not here. You're not spending none of that on the baby. You gotta
Hold on,
wait.
what he say? He said, didn't you meet her in Pattaya? No, I didn't meet her in Pattaya. I met her in Bangkok at a mall. She worked at a mall at a clothing store. Her and her sister. She worked there. Nigga, she ain't no motherfucking bar girl. Stop playing with me. She a regular girl.
Tell him, Ben. All right, Molly Ma says, ask Ben how he getting to Thailand in 2 weeks. They closed the airport for layovers.
Close what airport for layovers? Nigga, the airport leave here. I can get there from Chicago. That's where I leave from all the time. Chicago, leave out of Chicago.
They said that boy in love. The boy in
Nigga.
love. All right, stop playing Ben Vlogs. Stop playing with Ben Vlogs, nigga. This is Love Island Blind. All right. Ben Vlogs, was she at the pool party with you? Nah, she wasn't at the pool party. I don't
No, that's
remember that.
not her.
Nah, she wasn't one of those chicks. I know the chick that he had at the pool party. That wasn't her. Well, I seen the chick at the pool. I don't know her, but those two different females. Oh, he said love is blind. That's what he was saying. All right, well,
Um,
man, they all these dudes want to be in love, Ben. Don't let them play with you. They all want somebody to love them too, man. So Ben,
nigga,
so what's your plans though? So now you creating a family, and so this your baby, you know that.
yeah, and you see that tattoo, nigga. You
So
saw the
this,
tattoo about yourself, remember?
so this your girl. This your girl, right?
Yeah, girl, nigga.
She got Ben tatted on her,
There you go, right there. I
right
just popped it
there.
on there.
Let me put it on the big screen. Boom.
And you saw it yourself, Kena, when she was sitting in the bed next to me. I put the thing down. She showed you.
Right.
Yep. Real tat, nigga. There ain't no wash off, nigga. That's real tat. And that's the only tat she got on her body. No other one.
He
Her
said
first.
that ain't no wash off. That's a real one. Oh my goodness. Who would think it'd be a wash off? All right. So okay, what's the plan? So you're an expectant father. She got her name tatted on you. Do you have any plans on trying to move out there and live out there?
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
Mm, you're thinking about it. Okay. Are you so you can't just think about it? You got to put a plan in action to be able to make it happen. How would you pull that off? Have you thought about it? Like, because you got to.
Yeah, I'm thinking about, I'm gonna call this one, what's them people that shows the houses, so different houses. But I just talked to some lady the other day. She up there and live in Thailand, in Bangkok. She showed these condos and shit. And she said she had one for like five 500 and something US dollars, but it'd be a lot of money down there though.
Mm.
Yep. That motherfucker was nice, already furnished and everything. Yeah, that's the name of realtor. Thanks, passport.
Also, you're thinking about getting a spot out there?
Yeah,
Wait, like renting a spot, not buying,
renting,
right?
renting.
Okay. Because a foreigner can't own land. Don't never let no chick talk you into buying no
Yeah,
property.
it's not no buying. It's renting.
Mm. Okay, so you're thinking about renting a spot out there. So right now, when you go out there, you just stay wherever she stays at, right?
Yes, there.
Okay. And is it cool? Like, does she stay by herself? She stay with her family? How's that go?
No, she stayed with her sister and her daughter.
Okay, just so her sister and her daughter. Okay, so and the sister's cool.
Yeah, her sister cool. She tried to hit on, trying to fake it off. Like, I think she tried to see, am I? am I a cheater or something? She tried to come up in the bathroom while I was in there and shit.
She tried to push up on you in the bathroom.
Yeah, in the bathroom, nigga. Yeah, trying to figure it out.
And what did you do?
No,
How,
no, no. I'm like, no. I'm using the bathroom. She just came in there. You know, I'm like, oh no, no, no. She went back out. Tried talking, trying. Can I see you later? Like, nah, baby, I'm with your sister. She was
okay.
bad too. She was a bad girl too. She's nice looking. I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to do that. You gonna have me up here like that?
He said, "You ain't gonna get me caught up, huh?
Hell no, have me.
Shut up, huh?"
Shit, hell no. Oh, Shay Jackson, what up, baby?
O'Shea Duke Jackson salute. He said, "Look like a wash off tattoo. I ain't gonna
No,
hold you. You hear me, G?"
no, that ain't no watch off, Jackson. That's real, baby. I was watching her when she was doing it at the tattoo place, live on video.
Dang. Okay. Ben. Okay. So is that the new? Do I gotta get a chick to get like K9 or something? That
This nigga stupid.
nigga was. They said Ben Vlogs was smashing raw dizzy dog.
That wasn't the first day. That was on the second day, second or third day.
So is she the only chick that you smashed raw out there? Raw is law.
100. Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna keep 100. No, she's the second one. The one that I at the club, I did that.
At the club.
The
Talking
one
about
I mean at the pool party. Remember?
pool party.
Yeah, remember? That was the soapy girl. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, so she gave you that raw law. Okay. Okay. Says you can own a combo or a condo, not land for sure. Yeah, because
Yeah,
yeah, that is true. You can own a condo. That means it's in the skyscraper. So you own the condo within the skyscraper, but you can't own the like a house on the land, all that. Don't have
yeah.
that, bro. That's how a lot of Americans get got over on trying to buy a house or build a house. You're gonna end up with nothing. All right, this is straight out of the playbook of a foreigner getting taken advantage of. Respectfully, says Chris Lee.
Nigga, I ain't getting taken up. Nigga, stop playing with me.
Ben, you ain't in too deep. You good, huh? You know what you're doing?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Nigga, I ain't getting taken advantage of, nigga. I wish I can. Wish this motherfucker turn if this, the screen I can turn call her right now and pop her on the thing and let you see for yourself. No, nigga, I ain't getting taken advantage of. No.
All right, so wait a minute. She tried to push up on you, Ben. She tried
Yeah,
to
yeah, that was in the bathroom when I was over there. She was her daughter was there, I was there, but she wasn't there. But she was going to the store to get some food.
all right. Ben vlogs. Where is your tattoo on on your body? That
Nigga,
you
I ain't putting no tattoo of me on her
don't
name on me.
words on
Hell no. I don't do that. I'm scared of needles, nigga.
don't front. Where is the tattoo?
She'll answer, nigga, because she's asleep right now. I can call her right now and wake her up. She'll answer my video call right now
No, we want to see the tattoo, Ben. Where's your tattoo? What does it say?
I don't got nothing.
Don't play, nigga. Don't play.
Nah, nigga. I'm scared of needles, nigga. I don't got no test on me. I ain't gonna put none on me neither.
Oh my goodness. They said, Ben, she busy right now. She not gonna answer, player. Wait.
Nigga, I ain't 70. Stop playing with me, Matthew. I ain't 70, nigga. Stop playing with me. I'm 53, nigga. Stop playing with me.
You said nigga 70 talking about he's scared of needles. He said, oh hell no. Ben Vlog. Now Ben Vlog. One thing about Ben Vlogs though, he been like sometimes dudes go out there and they focus on getting content and they're not really enjoying their trip that much. Ben Vlogs is clearly enjoying his trip. He's going there vacation. He has found him a second home, and he's really like saying he's really enjoying the experience of like, you know, being a foreigner. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Ben Vlogs, man. So Thailand has, would you say Thailand has changed your life for the better?
I ain't gonna say change my life, but it gave me a different perspective on a lot of stuff than the U.S. do.
I says you was 53 in 2011. Ben, what?
this nigga stupid.
Yeah, yeah, man. Ben is like, man, I'm not. I don't know, man. I guess I'm a smooth criminal. I get in and I get out. It's like a robbery,
Are you saying the shy?
huh?
Joe Vaughn said you got to represent us in the shy a little bit better. My brother. Oh, I thought he said a little. Oh, yeah, he did say a little better, my brother. Oh, I ain't know you from the shy, nigga. I was just, that shit, y'all niggas crazy up there, nigga. Y'all running around killing motherfuckers. Girls killing girls.
Right. Yeah, man. I'm trying to
That
think.
girl, that girl from Milwaukee came up there, shot that girl while she was putting her son in school.
Wait, you said why? Who? You said say that again?
What's the girl name? Holly. Holly. Holly went up there and killed that girl.
You said she went and shot somebody.
Up and shot nigga, shot her dead in the face.
Damn, I ain't hear
So
about that.
yes, shot her dead in the face, and what she dropped her son off in school, and then uh shot Holly went over there and shot that girl in the face. Why the boyfriend had her in the chokehold? That shit was crazy, man. And Holly in the jail right now, pregnant. Hello?
I'm still here, man. I was talking to the homie real quick. Multitasking. But Ben, man, we got to do another trip together, man. We got to
Hell
get
yeah.
we got to get you in it. But you got to go. Matter of fact, it's not gonna work, brother, because you already basically about to get married, man. I gotta get with a
Man, I
family.
ain't finna be married, nigga. Stop playing with me.
Man already looking for a ring, ain't he?
No,
Go
nigga, I ain't trying to do all
ahead
that,
and get
nigga.
you a ring, brother. It's all good, man. You know, I, you know.
I'm thinking about coming up there where you at, nigga.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, coming up there see who. So you can tap that one more time before I leave out.
So, so has bipolar finally granted you as being whipped and dipped?
I don't know. I saw that nigga one time on the thing late at night. Him and old boy on the thing celebrating his son's birthday and shit.
Who? Who you talking about?
Uh, what's the dude name? The be over there
Cooper?
on
Bradley Cooper?
he be with the good fellas.
Uh,
Damn, what is that nigga name?
are you talking about?
12, some
Oh, the
shit.
Swells.
Yeah, B Swell.
Oh, he was over there.
Yeah, it was just him and B Swell's on there late at night celebrating our B Swell son birthday.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
But I ain't heard for that nigga in a long ass time. How's your daughter doing?
She doing hold on. All right, my bad. I was doing something, but she doing good, man. She is working, doing all that stuff, which is great because now it's one less thing I gotta take care of, right? So as far as it is one less thing I gotta take care of, like, because I was paying all her bills, right? Now
Yeah,
she pay all her own bills. I don't charge her rent or nothing, so she get to just stack her dough. But
yeah,
I don't gotta pay none of her bills. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I
yeah,
still buy food for both of us and stuff like that. I mean, if I go get something to eat, you hungry, stuff like that. But like, I was paying all her bills, the maintenance on her vehicle, gas. I do pay. Only bills I pay over now. I do pay the car insurance, and I do pay her cell phone bill because it's on my plan. But other than that, she pay all her own bills. She doing her thing. She working a lot of hours, and so she's cool.
That's good. That's good.
It's crazy. She live with me full time, and we barely like hang out. Like we since she started working, we don't really hang out as much because if she working and she tired, and then I see her briefly when she leave to work or when she coming back in from work. I mean, and then on her little time off, either she trying to rest or go out with her friends and stuff like that. So when she wasn't working, man, we would hang out, do this and do that. But now she working, it's kind of like I'm losing my baby girl, man.
Wow.
I do like Ben vlogs, make me another one, make another you. You hear me? So I mean, this is so early doors, right? I'm not sure if you know. Are you having a boy or a girl, or you don't know?
I don't know yet.
You don't know.
I'm gonna ask her.
All right, what do you want? A boy or a girl, or you don't care?
I want a girl. But
Okay.
yeah, I take a boy though, cause I don't want a girl up there. Hell nah. They're almost having them up there doing that crazy stuff.
Dang, did you ever think you would have a baby born in another country, man? How does this happen?
That shit feel kind of good, especially a motherfucker. What they is? What's that? What they is race up there? Asian.
So are you giving up? I don't know if I should ask this or how do you ask this?
Go ahead.
Are you giving up your dating life in the
Nah,
state?
nah. Cause how am I gonna give it up, nigga? I live with my other girl here.
So dang, you's a cold player. So you live with a chick, and okay. Well, I don't want to unpack that because hopefully she don't watch my channel. You know what I'm saying? So I don't wanna-
No, she don't do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like, so you live with a chick, but you got another chick pregnant, and you talking about moving out there. So you gotta like one of them more than the other. Like which one if you had to pick, or you like,
I take a Thailand. That's the one I take.
you take the Thai chick. Okay, so you like
Yeah.
the Thai chick better.
Yeah. These girls up here got that little mouth running off.
Mm, okay.
So yeah.
Dang, Ben Vlog. So we gotta figure out how many travelers. It's a few of you guys that now have created another part of them in another country. There's a few of you guys. You know what I'm saying? Ben, you probably the oldest one though.
This nigga's stupid.
you the you the OG.
Nigga, I ain't that old nigga. These nigga behind that. I was 60, 70 years. I'm like, nigga, I ain't that old nigga. I don't look that old nigga.
That is Ben Vlogs, and that's a picture of his girl in Thailand. You know what I'm saying? Thailand. You know what I'm saying? Of his fiance. You know what I'm
Yeah. I ain't gonna say fiance, nigga.
saying?
this nigga,
Wifey for lifey.
this nigga kicking that crazy stuff.
Dang. I feel like I've been traveling all wrong this whole time.
No, nigga, you doing right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been over here going hard on the. That's a little advice. Go hard on her. You better go hard on her. Been over here like shit, nigga. I'm claiming this. This is me, Measy. He said, "Oh, this is Ben. Yeah, Ben Vlogs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ben, man. He over here.
Real.
That's Euro, big Euro.
Euro, what's up, baby?
You know Euro, man.
Yeah, I know.
That nigga. Hey, they broke the new. I found out. I pulled over to Keisha's live one day, and they said, "Yeah, man, you're having the newest member to the Camp 9 team." And I said, "What are you talking about?" Like, yeah, we didn't know. And I said, "What are you talking about?" So Keith and Pop let me know that. I said, "I didn't even know he was having a baby. He didn't tell me. Like, I didn't." I said, "He said, yeah, man. Is it?" They were trying to get me to confirm it. I was like, I really didn't know. I said, "Man, I gotta ask him when I see him. I didn't even know." That's dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get me a mango pregnant too, man. Fuck it. I'm joking. I'm joking.
This nigga
I'm
stupid.
not having no more kids though. I'm because I'm for me. Well, I will say if I did have a kid, I would do like you. It'll be a chick out the country. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not having no more kids because I feel like I'm too old like to go through the. I already got my two girls. They grown. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yeah,
all the way over. And then I guess because like if I did have a kid, it's like I could do it out the country because like shit don't work out. If I end up having to look out and stuff, basically ain't nobody gonna be able to take advantage of me. Like in the states, you can get, you know what I mean? Shit get
yeah.
crazy. But he said, what up though? He said, he said, I have no kids. I might have to have one or two real quick. Yeah, go out the country, man. Ben can introduce you to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Get you right. Ben is known for that. Ben will be like, he's a dude that'll be like, yo, man, basically hooking you up with chicks and stuff.
No, nigga, you the one who hooked me up with that shit, nigga.
I told you about the soap massage. I said,
Oh,
look, go in
okay, that's where it started off from. Cause that's
get
the first person.
touch.
That's
And
where it started off from.
I didn't say go in here and start,
Nigga, once I got the time, that nigga, you showed me the girls. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Now I know what to do.
yeah, I would see Ben walking around with her. I said, every day.
It was a different girl all the time, nigga. It was no same girl.
Nah, you had that one chick you had some of them chicks multiple days, nigga.
Yeah, not every day though. If it was multiple days, it was like yeah. I had one like damn 3 or 5 days or something like that.
Nah, I make couple content now. I'm locked in. That's what Ben should do. Have you ever thought about making couple content?
I'm thinking about. I talked to her today about it. Like why she up there, we make a YouTube together, and then she do it up there. Then she send it to me. I post it. I do like the part of up here. Then when I get down there, we can do it together.
Well, yeah, because there's some channels that do really well that do couple content. You know what I'm saying? So that might be a thing, man. You kicking it. It's the day of the life, sure, cooking for you. Y'all hanging out. Y'all going here. Y'all doing this. Y'all, whatever y'all do as a couple, man. Create your own little reality TV. Does she? And she speaks. No, she don't speak English though, huh?
I don't speak English.
And so, how do you communicate with your baby mama? Does she?
You know, we go through.
Did you mind to get all them chicks that speak English? How did you end up with one that don't speak English?
Nigga, that's what I told you. I went to the mall down there to look at some stuff up in Bangkok. Met her, was up in there. She like she said something. I guess I just thought she said, "Do you need any help?" That's the only part I heard right there. That little part right there. I said no. Then she just started looking over there at me. And she came over there. I just said, "How much is this?" And she was telling me. I said, "You are you single?" She said, "Yeah." And she gave me her. I forgot WhatsApp. Then she gave it to me. The next thing you know, I started talking to her from there.
Okay,
We just start. We talk on WhatsApp. And when I send her message in English, she'll transform it into her into Thai.
right.
Yeah, and then she'll say something, and then come into English on mine.
Okay, okay. And it was so now. How do you talk to her by like? Do you have like a device where it translates the language, or you just use your phone?
My phone.
Oh, you gotta step your game up, nigga. I'm about to give me some translations and stuff. Where I don't gotta keep the phone where they talk and it just pick it up and I can. It's just one.
Yeah,
I'm about to. That's the next thing I got. I got me this nice streaming chair, Ben. Let me show you. Cam back up real quick. Boom! You see this new chair? I paid almost $300 for this chair. So
that's a bet.
so the next thing I'm about to buy is some translation equipment. They either got some glasses the homie was telling me about or some earbuds. And then I'm gonna get me a nice little table because I haven't been in my streaming stereo no more because I my daughter kind of hijacked me for it. So that's why I got the new because I had that other streaming chair, but she got that too. So now I got this, and I'm gonna get like a nice little table, put my equipment over here, and boom, give me like a. Or I might. I got a whole empty room here in here too. I could turn. I thought about turning that into my studio too, or I
Yeah.
could have it right here, but where I could hook my mixer up, all my stuff. But yeah, man, I'm gonna give me some translation stuff. That's gonna take my game to the next level because it's like a lot of places I go for the most part they do speak English, but you'll meet some that really don't, or they might speak broken English.
Yeah.
And now it's like we could really understand each other. You know what I'm saying? Then when I don't want to hear stuff, I just take it out. I don't want to hear. I can me no understand. It's no charged up. I can't. I don't know what to tell you. that
Yeah.
was a trick I do sometimes. Like sometimes they'll be
You
talking
ain't gonna say that.
and
What's
they'll be trying to say something that I don't want to talk about, and and I'll be acting like I didn't understand them or I don't even know what they're talking about, and I'll use that barrier of us speaking a different language to my advantage. Because sometimes I know what they talk about, and I'm just like acting like I don't, Hey, you know what I mean? Do you do that sometimes, Ben, or no?
what? The take it out when I want to hear.
Yeah.
No, nigga, I just like, oh well. I just cut her off.
He said, "Oh
And then
well."
she'll text me back. You okay?
That's what you tell her, or are you talking to somebody else?
No, I'm telling me. I mean, talking to you. I text her back, and then she'll text me back talking about you okay? What happened? I gotta go. I don't
Mm,
want to talk no more.
mm, okay.
I
You
text
got
her right back. You know. And Jovan, whatever your name is, Joe Hoover.
Jehovah says, "Let me get this straight." So she don't speak English, but you understand what's that? Meanwhile, come on, my brother.
Yeah, no, yeah, you got a little thing. You go on WhatsApp right now. Look up in the corner. Once you type something, look up in the corner. It's up there. Let me see. It's up there in the corner. You tap on that, and next thing you know, it's gonna say some words gonna drop down. It's gonna say transform, translation, not transform, translation. You're gonna click on that to turn it into whatever thing you want it to turn it to any language. That's how
Yeah,
me and her talk, just like that.
yeah, because that is true. Like when you do the WhatsApp, they have it to where you know you can put the stuff to your language. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that's how me and her talk, back and forth.
So you talk through text messages most of the time.
Yeah, like that. Not on the phone. It's through text message. Like when she on me and her live together. The WhatsApp, we on WhatsApp, and it come on right then and there. Bam, bam. It'll do it for you.
Says laugh out loud. When you start going to new
Yes,
spots, you
you
meet.
know, yep. It's a Samsung feature. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Talking about right here, he says that's a Samsung feature. King
Yeah,
Mail. All right, he says so. Y'all whole relationship is using translation apps. Yeah, it's
yeah.
a family affair. I don't know. Like I thought, like talking to a female that don't speak English, like basically very little English. I didn't think how could that work, but I would say one of the chicks I kicked it out the country with, she was my best experience, and she don't speak English. And there's chicks I dealt with that speak English, and it wasn't as great as an experience as a chick that. So it's weird that can happen. I wouldn't have believed it until I actually kicked it with a female that didn't speak English, and she had like the best attitude, the best vibe.
Yeah, so do. Yeah, you're right.
Laugh out loud says you have a iPhone to translate for you. I think at some point if I was gonna be in a relationship with a
No,
chick,
I'm gonna iPhone.
I
I'm
would.
on Samsung.
Yeah, I got an iPhone. You got a Samsung?
Yeah,
Say, didn't he say he talked to her on the phone? That's how he knows she'd be at home and don't go anywhere.
Yeah, nigga on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, nigga. Video call. You can video call on WhatsApp. Stop playing with me. Nigga, don't try to Dr. Spot me, motherfucker. I'm telling you the truth, nigga. I'm trying to try to act like Javon, sit your ass down somewhere.
He said, "Sit
I'm
your
trying
ass."
to
He thought
top
he thought
call me ass nigga. Motherfucker trying to top call me, nigga. Don't do that, nigga, to me. Nigga, I know what I'm talking about. You can
he,
video call on WhatsApp, nigga. You don't have to just talk, or text. Nigga, you can video call. It's a little button up there when you call that person. It's a little WhatsApp. It's a little what that is? A camera up there, nigga. Stop playing with me. And it's a nigga. I know.
mm. This is a. Did you see this commercial? I'm about to make you one. We made this one for games. Language of the day is poppy. Short for Western Union poppy. Very eloquent. Very exquisite. Mango edition. These bottles right here go for $500 a bottle. Get them while supplies last. It'll have every mango ready to hold your hand. Yeah. Don't tell me I need to make you a commercial, Ben. Uh, he said we gotta keep it a buck. How you gonna be in a relationship with somebody you can't communicate properly with?
Nigga, that's y'all up there. I ain't gonna put y'all down there and shy. That's y'all guys up there talking about on phoneme. What the fuck is phoneme?
Ah, he shoots shots. Go.
I ain't see no I'm just like, what the fuck is a phoneme? That's all I be hearing y'all say on phoneme.
He said, Ben Vlog, relax, bro. We what was that? Chi Town connected? Oh,
Shot
Chicago,
time.
Chi Town connected.
Yeah, we good. We good, Giovanni. I'm just saying.
So you stay close to Chicago, basically.
Yeah, like an hour away.
Okay, okay. Mm. He said, stop playing with me. On phone them.
How they be talking? But what's the name from there? Pop, he be saying on phoneme. That's what I'm like, damn, why you keep saying that shit?
Phone them.
On phoneme. Then he'll wipe his nose and shake his hand. I'm like, what the fuck that mean?
Yeah, pop. I never heard that. I never heard that slang or terminology until I met Pop. Salute to Pop. You know what I'm saying?
Slick roll, what up, baby?
What up, Slick? Salute, man. Yeah, man. I'm over here chopping it up with it. If you can't tell who that is, that's Ben Vlogs. He has a icon up of his wifey for life. Yeah,
That
man.
nigga said wifey for wifey.
We gonna be going to his wedding, Slick Road, man. Make sure
Nah, nigga. Nah.
you got a nice suit, Slick. You know what I'm saying?
These niggas too.
That's next, man. You might as well. You already got a baby with her. You trying to move out there. You might as well put a ring on it. You dig? I mean, if she got a look, that can't be far fetched. You got a baby by her. You want to move out there. She got your name tattooed on her. You got her name somewhere tattooed secretly on you.
No,
Next thing is a ring. You
no,
know,
Mm-mm.
CJ in the building, salute. He says, on them is Midwest slang. Yeah, I just never knew nobody from the Midwest until I met Pop. So Pop is the first person.
What it mean though? What it mean? What that word mean on phoneme?
But you know what that means on phone them. That's like on the dead lows, on the dead homies. Dead homies.
Oh,
Like the LA slingo, that's like phone them. Like, you know what I'm saying? On phone them. That's almost like an English translation on that's on everything. On phone them. On the dead,
okay.
on the dead low, dead homies. Just they they slang, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, everybody got their own.
Yeah.
But I mean, even if it's my first time hearing it, since English is my first language, depending on how someone's speaking and how they're using the word, I'm still gonna know what they're talking about. Even if it's my first time hearing the word, most likely I'm still gonna know in the way that they're using it what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Ben, your first language is English too, right? On phone them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, so you mean to tell me if somebody used on phone them, you didn't know what that meant,
Nah. So
even
he,
if first
I
language?
be, no, I don't know what he be saying. I didn't know what the four mean. I thought that the number four didn't near.
Because if you're not from Chicago, you wouldn't know pop what pop is mean when he's saying
Nope. I don't even know what he mean when he wipe his finger. I don't even know what he mean when he wipe his finger across his nose, then shake it. I'm like, what the hell are he doing? What that mean? He always do that
I
when he
never
talk.
do that. But like, I don't think that's true, Jehovah. I got to disagree because you don't have to be from Chicago to understand ebonics and slang. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not catch everything that somebody say, but I'm gonna be able to still, because it's like the context you using it in. Like, it's not like I remember some of my Mexican homegirls. They used to be like I'd be like, "You feel me?" And she'd be like, "What do you mean? Like, I'm not even touching you. How could I feel you?" Like, and I'm looking at her upside her head, like, "Yo, like that." How like how could you not be able to, and just in the context of the way I'm using it, you can't understand what I'm saying? Since I'm black and we use a lot of slang already, it's just I would still be able to figure out a lot of that. He says, on the dead homies type shit. Yeah, facts, CJ. Yeah, dead homies type shit. So okay, K9, do you know who bro is when he say that? On bro, what he said, how does he say it? He said, K9,
Hey,
do you
good night.
on bro?
Good night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you back because my girl just got work.
Okay, for sure.
Okay.
Like, all right, cool. All right, so he says, K9, do you know who bro is when he says, I would have to hear you say it or hear him say it again and hear like the context he's using that in. I don't know if I heard him say that before. He said a lot of different stuff. I just be able to follow whatever he's saying though. Whenever I hear somebody, if they use it in a sentence, because I'm following and I know what we're talking about. I'm following the conversation, so you know what I mean. Like it's not like I'm lost in the translation. I don't, you know what I mean. But I'm not gonna say I probably know every single word. I think I pretty much know enough. Thailand in 3 weeks. Slide K9 slide. Man, I would love to slide too because it's gonna be a lot of people out there, Slick. Y'all gonna have a lot of company out there, bro. I've been trying to get my bread together. I only got $1,200 saved right now. 12. I need to, at least if I did slide, I need to at least raise $400. I think I'm gonna spend that bread on the DR trip. I don't think my money's stacking up fast enough. He said, "Is a well-known gang leader? Do some research." Is a well. Okay, but I would think if somebody said on bro, it's like okay, it might be. I still would be able to know what like. Okay, it's like on bro is like, man, that's on my mama, that's on my kids, that's on everything. That's like the same verbiage, just you changing it up. Even if it's on bros, well, no, it's just basically saying I'm not lying. Basically, you know what I'm saying? That's basically what it means. If you put something on something, like if you're using it in a context, and I'm following you, like that's on bro, and just like saying that's on everything. That's on my mama. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I mean. Uh, like I'm not lying. I'm keeping it. I'm this facts. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same thing. You know what I'm saying? All right. He said, but still lying. He said his girl was asleep, but now she can. Nah, remember he's a player with a passport. So he got two girls. one in the country, one out the country. So I guess the one from in the country came home. And then remember, he got a chick in Thailand, a chick in the States. You know what I'm saying? All right, where are you going next, K9? I'm going to the DRPPE. You should meet up with me, man. Have you ever been to the? Yeah, you've been to the DR. You've been to. I think you probably been to Punta Cana though. You got to go to. We'll end up on a trip together one day. PPE probably. I met a lot of people though since I've been traveling. You know, and I'm gonna keep traveling. I'm just I can only take as many trips as I can afford to take. But we'll end up if you keep traveling, we'll end up running into each other, man. And you know what you're gonna say when you meet me? You're gonna say K9, he cool as hell. Like I thought K9 was an asshole, but he really cool. Okay? I'm really a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Super cool. All right, Songkran coming soon. I'm staying away from Thailand until that's over. You don't want to get wet, huh? Yeah, man. The water fights. Somebody just finished tearing Ben Vlog's girl off, so that's why he called. Oh my goodness. I went to Santiago and Sasua. Oh, you been to Sasua before? What was PP? What was your experience like? Because I know you didn't see, you ain't went when Sasua was crazy. At least I don't think so. So, but how was your experience going to Sasua? Did you enjoy it? Was it like this sucks, or you like this was cool? What was your honest experience? And you can tell me from the chat, or you can come up on the panel and tell me. I'm gonna drop the link just in case. PPE, but you know, it's always interesting to see how someone that went for the first time went and how they enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? All right, what did he say? He says it was lit to me. I went in January. Okay, that's why I keep telling dudes. Like, I'm not gonna keep telling dudes because I don't need to overly explain that the Sue is still lit. It's just not the way it used to be. But even though it's not the way it used to be, I still had a good time. I think like the way it is, you probably don't want too many dudes there anyway. But it's still lit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not all that circus act going on, but it's still lit. How you gonna skip CTG and go back to Sasua? No, well look, I'm gonna try to do a CTG or a Columbia trip and a DR trip. I'm gonna do both, so I'm not really skipping it because I'll probably do Columbia before DR most likely. Like I can get all the bread together because I'm going to a DR. I'm gonna go there for Halloween, so I'll probably try to squeeze in like a Columbia trip, you know, before then, whenever it makes sense. So right now, what I want to do, I want to book my DR trip and then start working on my Columbia trip, and then you know what I'm saying. Now what I'm willing to do is like the money, my show money, I'm spending that on DR. But what I'm willing to do is the money that I'm saving up for DR, I could use that towards a Columbia trip. You know what I'm saying? So if I could raise some bread for Columbia and then take the money I was saving for DR, boom, now I could go to Columbia. And then when I get back, grind up and say, I already got my flight and hotel and all that book. Now I got to just grind up some pocket money for DR. It could work. All right, it says K9, take some of the money you took out the market and take a quick trip. That's more than 1,200 you just talked about. Nah, but that's my, see, the difference is the money that I did in the market, that's my investment. That's money I'm flipping for my retirement. So I don't, to me, that money don't exist. Like I don't take it out of my retirement account. You know what I'm saying? You don't like dip into there to do shit. That's all my money I'm flipping that's going to set me up for retirement. The money I save up is for like money out my check. You know what I mean? When I get paid. Money in like my IRA, Roth IRAs accounts and stuff like that. My stocks account, those is for like retirement. You know what I'm saying? It's not for to spend right now. The Sue cool. I'm not gonna say it's lit though. Classical be cool most nights though. Also, you've been recently to the Sue too, Jehovah, right? Because if you said classical, that barely open. So you went. When I went there, classical was not open and it was still cool. I seen some videos of classical. I just didn't think the video that I seen I ain't think the person. I don't even remember where I seen it. The video. I don't think they filmed good enough. Where I seen there was a bunch of people in there, but I couldn't tell if it was just a bunch of Americans in there or girls in there. Just they didn't really film good enough. Like sometime when you're filming, you're doing that like I'm just lit and I'm. But then there's other times when you're trying to show something, you're filming and you're being intentional and you're filming like a photographer and you're getting good shots. They wasn't filming like a photographer, so I couldn't really tell. You know what I'm saying? I heard it's $20 though, 1,000 pesos to get in there. I don't know how long that's gonna be going on because yeah, I don't want to pay no 1,000 pesos to get in anywhere. Do a tender swipe on Sasua versus Santo Domingo, but I would imagine Santo Domingo is the baddies there because all the chicks that go to Sasua say they coming from Santo Domingo. That's what they all coming from Santo Domingo. I don't know if they say that because they trying to impress me, but to me it don't mean nothing. Like I'm coming to I don't never been to Santo Domingo, so like that don't make them more exotic to me because they say they're. I don't know enough. I don't think most dudes know enough to. When they say yeah, I'm from something, that don't really mean nothing to me. But now I'm thinking about it. Maybe that's why they say it, or maybe that's where they're really coming from. Say yeah, I was in Sasua a couple of weeks ago. Ruined a lot of. Wait, rained a lot, but it was still cool though. Yeah, man. Every time I've ever been to DR, it rains a lot. I've never been there and it didn't rain a lot. But the cool thing about it is such a warm tropical place that it don't be cold even when it's raining, and it don't like rain like in the states. If it rains, it's pretty much raining like damn near the entire day, the night, the whole stuff. Out there, like it'll rain, it'll stop. It'll rain, it'll stop. It won't just stay raining all the whole time like in the states. Says yeah, they charge the girls to get in classical also, but a lot of chicks just hang out in the downstairs part and not go up to the club part unless all the dudes go to the club part. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, so they only charge for you to go upstairs. It's free to be downstairs. Is that what you're saying? That's what it sounds like you're saying. It's free to be downstairs, but if you want to go upstairs to the club part, you got to pay 1,000 pesos. But if you want to stay downstairs and just hang out down there, then it's free. All you gotta do is buy drinks or whatever you're gonna buy while you're in there. Is that what you're saying? So just don't have a party scene. Wait. So wait, Sue. Okay, my bad. Why didn't even see that says Sue. Sue just don't have a party scene. It was definitely bad chicks everywhere. Um That's why I said they still out there, man. Anywhere you go, the supermarket, walking down the street, hop on a quad, right on the block, in Bailey's, and you know what I'm saying? They just not standing out, loitering, hanging out on the block, like just sticking out like a sore thumb. They stay more fluent. They just keep moving around. And now it seems like they actually got the girls patronizing the business. Like they gotta like pay to hang out. Before the girls, they wouldn't even patronize the business. Now they patronizing the business a little bit. I still think it messed up those businesses' money though, because it's not how it was. Some foreigners stop going, don't believe it's worth it. That's money they potentially lost out on. All the females that was out there, I don't know if they really lost out on that because the females wasn't patronizing those businesses anyway. But if you put less chicks, probably less foreigners that's gonna come, which is less money being spent at those businesses. Says they were taxing for the sections and the bottles were separate price. Okay, they were taxing for the sections and the bottles were separate price. All right, I'm not gonna lie, man. I wouldn't probably hang out in Classicos, honestly. I might go one time. I don't even know now. I would probably go one time just to check it out, and say I did it, but I'm not hanging out a place where they tax it anyway. Let me close this. Yeah, so I'm not hanging out where they taxing anyway, bro. Cause like all the chicks I want to see, they gonna come out anyway at some point. They everywhere. I don't know. I'm not spending a whole bunch of bread just to get in bottle. I'm not trying to be like I'm in Miami or Cali or where you're spending so much money to have fun when I don't need to. That because that only really works in the States where you kind of got to do that to be like stand out in the States to get at some of the better chicks. That's really not needed out the country. All I need to do is show up and be American, right? I don't need to do all of that. Spend on my bread, because that's not impressing them anyway. Because they looking like, all right, you spend money on this and that, and they none of that money hit my pocket, so that ain't impressing them. So I don't know. I would go to Classicals one time just to do it, but it wouldn't be a place where I'm like, yo, I gotta go to Classicals, man. Every please, I don't think so. At least I'm gonna be trying to hang out with them in a free spot. Where I spot all I gotta do is show up and buy, something to drink, something to eat, stuff like that. Not pay to get in, not pay for a section, not pay for a bottle. I'm good on all that. But maybe I'm just cheap. Maybe I'm just too. Bro, I would do it if we was all about to do it. Like, hey, let's go. We're gonna go turn up group thing to do it, but it wouldn't be somewhere I hung out regularly. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. They need to be letting for me to hang out in classicals regularly. I need to be able to like go in for free, which I think you can do that. Sit anywhere I want for free. Now, if y'all got certain spots where I better be some free places for me to sit down at, and then buy whatever I want. I don't want to have to be like getting y'all over here treating this like America, where you raking my pockets. Because that's the case, I could just go to Bailey's. Bailey's is they got bad chicks in there. It's free to go in. I could sit wherever I want. They not forcing me to get anything. I just buy what I want. I don't gotta buy a bottle. I don't gotta get a section. And they letting the chicks in for free. All I gotta do is get what I want. I don't have to buy stuff. I'm not doing that. I'd rather hang out at Bailey's because what I'm saying. Because a lot of bad chicks hang out in Bailey's. I go in there and get my little drink if I want to get some food, whatever. Yeah. So that's just my thinking. Said facts. Okay, so you agree with that top tier, Chris? Yeah, man. I think as classicals, they got a grand opening. Okay, cool. And you want to make it seem like it's special. You got to pay to get. All right, cool. At some point, they're gonna have to get with the movement. I don't know why are you charging the girls to get in, because wherever the girls is at, the guys is gonna follow. And you can have it set up where if you want a ball, get a bottle and do all of that. Cool, but I would never hang out upstairs if I gotta pay to go up there. Just get the money out of like. Now, what I would do if they was like, yo, you ain't gotta buy a bottle, but to come in, you gotta buy a drink, or you know what I'm saying? Uh, because this is a problem. Say say you want to kick it, I could see this happening too. You want to pay 1,000. So if the chicks don't pay 1,000 pesos to go upstairs, I mean, why would you go up there if they not up there, right? So what happened is you most likely gonna have to pay 2,000 pesos. You're gonna have to pay 1,000 pesos for you to go up, and 1,000 pesos for her to go up. I don't know. That just don't make sense. So you already $40 in the hole just to go upstairs. On top of that, I'm sure if they doing all of that, everything else in there is overpriced. I don't know, man, but I'm not knocking it though. If I'm not saying dudes shouldn't go, I just can't afford to do my bread like that. I know daily shit. Like I need to $40. I need that could be food for the day. $40, I could have rented a quad for the whole day. I don't know. I'm like, there's just too many other spots that that girls could be at for free, and I can engage and interact with them. Yeah, I'm surprised ain't nobody sponsored this live, man. Israel, Iran, bomb back. They already bombing back, man. I can't wait. Anyway, I'm about to get monetized soon. Hopefully, please. About to get monetized soon. So I've been trying to really keep the platform clean, and I'll be happy about that. I wish I could have. I'm gonna tell you this. I wish I could have went to like a. I wouldn't mind going to a mental party though. Like linking up with all the guys, CJ and all of them. I thought that shit was lit. I'm still never paying $600 to get on no boat or whatever it is. I can't afford it, but I wouldn't have mind going to a yacht party, turning up with them fellas. You know, I really don't have to be on the yacht, but the yacht was cracking. Brazil was cracking. I wouldn't mind. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I'm gonna run into Mentuition. We'll run into each other. You know what I'm saying? And hang out at the beach or whatever, man. Go. I like to hang out with spots where it just don't really cost money to hang out, and I just pay for whatever I want that's gonna make me comfortable. But we'll see, man. I was really feeling the yacht party. I thought it was lit. You know, a lot of beautiful women. The women were friendly. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna check it out, man. Check that out. What do y'all think? Uh, that would be crazy if I could pull off like a Colombia trip. Let me see. Let me look at the calendar. Because it would have been easier, bro, for me to be already like booked another trip. The way I had my channel set up at first, because my bread was starting to come in, my YouTube checks, I could have been using those too. But that didn't happen. All right, we can't cry about spilled milk though. All right, it's the first. Mm. Let's see. What's the best times to go to Colombia? Do they have like a certain time where it's like not good to go to Colombia? I'm typing it in the wrong section. That was the library. Best time says the best time to visit Colombia is during dry season, specifically just December to March and July and August. So December, March, July, and August, offering sunny weather, idea for beaches, hiking, exploring. These months are the best. Okay, and they are peak tourism times for fewer crowds and lower prices. You should months of April, June, September, and November are good, despite higher rain risk. Okay. All right. So Google will tell you everything. So depend on maybe what if I could get a trip off in August, August, and October. Or, so I'm just trying to think of how, to get my bread right. July. July or August. And then go to the DR for October. Something like that. All right, let me see. I want to see best times. I'm going to screenshot this. Because I need to start planning my stuff. I want to see best time to go to Brazil. Best time to go to Brazil is the summer months, December to March. Dang. So I wouldn't be able to go to like the end of the year because I wouldn't make it by March. And whatever Carnival is, that's when I don't want to go. Just because Carnival will be like a dope experience, but I just heard stuff be like overly priced when like where you're gonna stay, and I don't want to pay like exorbitant prices based upon like where I'm gonna stay, and I really don't want to get all involved in all that. But I'm definitely taking account and taking into account of like whatever's going on in the world. Like I'm definitely gonna factor that into my trips, bro. I definitely don't want to go anywhere where they're having wars or it's a lot of drama going on. Like right now, I would definitely not go to Cuba. Like I wouldn't see myself wanting to go to Cuba around these times. I think I never even had a desire to go to Cuba anyway, but if I did go to Cuba, I probably wouldn't want to go right now. But I could be wrong though, because shout out to Super Trooper. Super Trooper is in Cuba and he might be having a good time. I haven't talked to him since he's been out there, so I don't really know how everything is going out there. We'll see. What do y'all think? Anyway, shit. If y'all don't got nothing for me, I'm about to log off because I got other stuff I need to accomplish today because I got to go to work tomorrow and get some stuff done. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to log off, go to the gym for like an hour. It's be 2, be like 3 something when I get out. And I could do a couple other little things and then maybe tap in later. I don't know. Maybe jump on somebody else's live. You know what I'm saying? So I could still be multitasking because I need to hit the gym and do my thing. But anyway, it's your boy K9, No Fear Entertainment in the building. Thank you for everybody that pulled up, everybody that was in the comment section. Thank you for all the love and support. Much love and respect. It's your boy. You dig? Man, I really appreciate you guys, man. And like I said, we're going to make it happen.